morning, Booze. I'm trying to jump in there faster so I don't have to edit all this later. Happy Tuesday. I hope my sound is okay. I noticed on the last stream, I think it might have been my internet. I'm not sure. So tell me if I'm like distorted sounding. I'm gonna try to stay away from it a little bit. Like maybe I'm getting a little too close to it. Um, so guess what day it is? Anybody have any guesses? There's a few things you could guess, and I'll accept any of them if you guys guess one of them, but I just pick one to celebrate. So, I'm gonna pop it up here. Hi, guys. I see everybody. That's the Bobo way. Alright. I'm gonna pop it up here. It is National Penguin Day. It is the 20th, right? Yeah, it is the 20th. Oh, Lord. These days are starting to, like, run together. Yeah, I think if I sit back here, I don't try to eat my mic, I think it'll be okay. I don't know if I think I might just be getting too close to it. This is a work in progress, guys. Eventually, I'm gonna be a pro. That's what I keep telling myself. Hasn't happened yet. Um Does she look like she just got caught doing something wrong? But she's down here trying to eat my socks. Um, and that doesn't my lighting, I don't know what's going on. I think it's my camera. I think I want a new camera. I think I might go get a new camera. But cat. There's a cat loose in my house. All right, let me throw you guys' I'm gonna put the comments up. So sorry that it's a later start than normal. I decided to go brave Antarctica, and, I didn't hook the horses up to the sleigh. I don't have a sleigh, but, it is so icy out on the roads. So, I ran out of Diet Coke, so I was like, "Oh, shit." Stuff it got real. It got real serious real fast in this house. I was, like, this close to losing my, well, I've already lost my mind, but I came this close to losing it even more than I already have. So, with that, I was like, "Okay." I asked the kid. I had, like, 3 things for myself to get because I don't want anybody to look here at my I probably pointed it out. You probably can't even tell, but I'm gonna keep going. Um, Apparently, I either got some hay, which, believe it or not, I'm allergic to, like, 50% of the types of hay that I feed my horses, and they usually don't bother me unless they get, like, on me, like, down my shirt or something, and, I had to get some of it out and sprinkle it around, like, I broke some of the bales up, and I've got a couple holes yet in the barn that some of the snow was coming through, so I broke up the bale, and I used it to plug holes, and I think I got some down. I don't know if it's either that or a heat rash, but, I feel gross. I looked it up on WebMD. I'm gonna die. That's all I know. I'm gonna die. So oh, no, I hope I don't, but I think it's just, allergic reaction to the hay, so I that was one of the reasons I was going to town because I didn't have any hydrocortisone cream or don't you play with that. Um, I didn't have only thing I had was, what is it, calamine lotion, and that wasn't doing anything, like Yes, Mia, that's what I thought I had. But I don't think it makes you break out in a rash right away, does it? And because 'cause it's been a long time, so like a long time. Alright, I'm gonna pop you guys up here because I wanna say hi. Buddha Clips, hello. Mia's here, and Jen is here. Hello, boo things. But, yeah, so I went to town for, like 3 things for myself that, like, I had to get something because it's itchy, right? And, so I asked the kid, I'm like, "Okay, I'm going out just in case I can't get out again for, like, 3, 4 days." Um, "Do you need anything?" And hello, did I say hello, Jen? Yes, I said hello, Jen, but hello again. So, yeah, so he gave me just a couple things that he wanted, and I get to the store, I get my cream because that's number 1 thing on my mind, thank God, and I remembered the things he wanted. "Hello, Ernesto," and "Hello, Rubicon." Mia's lurking. So's Tansy. Tansy Amethyst is her new name, because that one cat he can't be a diamond and she not have a really cool middle name, so I've changed it. Not that she knows, she doesn't know. I don't even know if she knows her name. I think she thinks, "No, Bad Cat is her name." That's usually what I'm screaming. She was trying to eat my shrimp earlier. Yeah, so it got really intense really fast in here. I was like, "Can't eat my shrimp," but then she stole a shrimp tail, and I just let her have it. I just let her have it. But, yep, so I got chicken feed too while I was out. I know this is all just such this is the excitement of my day, guys. This is why I come on here with you guys because I really don't have anything more going on in my life. So, yeah, and I was at Meijer, which is like upscale Walmart, not quite Target, but definitely not Walmart. So I'm in there, I'm talking to all the girls, like I know most of them, and I'm just talking their ear off, and I'm like, "Jesus, get going, you gotta get back home," right? And then I get over to Culver's, and I know, the girl that's in the drive-thru goes to school with LDB, so I'm like, yeah, yammering on with her, and I'm just like, "Oh my god, it's like I haven't been out of the house in a week," and then I was like, "It's been almost a week since I've been out of the house and had human contact." So, not that I like human contact all that much, but even me after a week, right? Like, I need a little I don't wanna touch people, I just want, like, to see them and to speak to them briefly, and then I'm good. But yeah, so I get all the way home, and I go to grab a Diet Coke, and I didn't get my Diet Coke. So I'm probably gonna lose my marbles up here tonight, which, yeah, it's nothing new. It happens. But, yeah, and I blame it all on the kid. It's all his fault, and tiny terrorist Tansy. Yeah, put the terrorist in there because she's holding me hostage, but I can't itch my neck. Guys, if you see me itching my neck, slap my hand. And I swear to God, I hope it's not syphilis. I can't People can't say diseases around me because the next day, like, I'm thoroughly convinced that I have it. Hello, Tiff. And I didn't even think that's something that people can still get anymore. I'm like, I thought people stopped getting that, like, back in the '40s, like, at least by like, penicillin, right? And I'm afraid because I'm allergic to penicillin, mold. This is part of one of the reasons I think I'm breaking out because there was a little it's the old hay, which I wouldn't feed to my horses, but I'll use it to plug holes in the barn, and I think that's why I'm breaking out. Thank God I didn't have, like, anaphylactic reaction because 'cause I've done that before too. So did I miss anybody? I said hi to alright. And, officially, I'm putting Tiff and Equal in charge of, T-shirt design because they're very artsy. I used to be very artsy, but apparently, like, I'm hitting my head up against a wall. I've just got too many things to think of, and I will give them free T-shirts if they design some cool stuff. Because you guys need to get into the Discord. Uh, Equal makes amazing stuff. Tiff makes amazing jewelry. I've gotta get her link saved. I figured out how to do this a little bit easier now in my notes section in here. I'm gonna put the links. So if you guys have something you want to, if you want to sell your wares, I've got, once this is all healed, I'll wear my necklace that I bought from Tiff. It's really cute. So, yeah, but I'm putting them in charge now. So they don't know that yet, but they are. Um, it's called I know what it's called, but I had 3 things I wanted to get. 3 things, that's all I had to get, and I couldn't do it because yeah. You know what? That's what it is. OB gave me psoriasis. That's it. I'm suing. She's gonna get where's Megan? Where's Megan and Megan? She did that. Yep. I know. I had a feeling that somebody was gonna give me some kind of cooties or something. That's why, like, I sit way back here. If I get too close to the screen, I know somebody's gonna, like, cough or something, right? Um, and hello, Willis, welcome back. And Tiff, what is don't look at my neck. It's good. It's not on my neck. It's, like, right here, and it's in a perfect little, like, where my t-shirt that the t-shirt that I happened to be wearing that day wasn't really a t-shirt, it was like, those little sports tops, and then I had a sweatshirt on over that, and it's exactly the same shape as that sports top. So, I'm pretty sure that's what happened, is it's just probably allergic reaction or something, but, I mean, I went right in, came inside, I got in the shower, but it probably wasn't fast enough, so, yeah, it's fun. And hello, Equal. Equal, I don't know if you heard the news, but you and Tiff, are now are in charge of merch, so, of the design. I mean, I have final say still, but you can have, free T-shirts if you design the merch, so and it's not like you have to accept it, it's your duty. That's just what you guys have to do now because you guys are amazing, so and I can't think I've been sitting here beating my head up over the erectionist for, like what has it been? Like, 2 weeks now, and I, like, keep designing, and then I've gotta go do something else, so, yeah. I need you guys, it seems like I'm wearing rubber careful, guys, I think I might have contagion. I don't even Why is it that I can almost say that word right, but actual English words, they're lost on me. They're completely lost on me. No, I haven't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm like Johnny Cash in Folsom Prison. I don't even know when we're gonna see the sun again. I think it's that yellow thing that burns up in the sky, right? I mean, I know what the moon looks like. I've seen the moon, but I have not seen the sunshine. I've forgotten what it looks like. All I see is white dust everywhere, just all day. I can't wait. I cannot wait till I get to New Orleans. Are you cutting jalapenos? Do you smell jalapenos? No, I don't like jalapenos. Well, I think I would, but I'm I'm a wimp, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm probably not gonna be the best cult leader. I think we'll stick with OB as the official cult leader. I don't mind having a little sect of the cult, but, yeah, I'm kind of a wimp with some stuff, so well, of course she is too. She doesn't like bare feet, so and I love flip-flops, so I'm cool with you guys wearing whatever you want on or not on your feet. So, and Equal says, "Tiff got bling. Are you saying you're going to make us all wear her original design?" I'm gonna you, Equal, and Tiff, everyone is gonna wear your original design. And when you guys become famous off of marketing for me well, not mar yeah, yeah, designing for me, and you get big and famous, and you can forget who we are, we'll say one day say, "Hey, we knew Equal and Tiff." Like, yeah, you guys are gonna be like, Dolce& and Gabbana. I don't that's the only 2. I don't even know if those are 2 people. That's how stupid I am when it comes to fashion. 'Cause I can't afford it, so I don't know what it is. But and hello, Darlene. Hi, kids. TV went to the crapper trying to set up another oh, no. Goodness, the cats didn't get a hold of it, did it? Um, Tansy's been trying I'm afraid that this is a new what is this thing I have? A monitor? This is, like, brand new, and she's been up here I got in here, and she had dirty words typed all over my screen. She knows how to curse. She's a bad girl. Clip says it's like scientific terms. They're so easy to say, but repeat the word over and over to yourself, and it sounds so freaking wrong. Yeah, I've said that before, right? Like, if I start saying a word, it's just like, is that a word anymore? I don't know. Yeah, the struggle is real. The struggle. When you're me, Morg, I forgot to salute you earlier in the chat. I played some country finally in the Discord that Morg approved of, and it just had to be Charlie Daniels, and it had to involve a bar fight, and I found it, which I love that song. I remember my mom playing it, like, when I was just a kid, I think I was still a kid, yeah. Morg says, "I have cult leader experience, but it's a lot of work, so I don't recommend it." Yeah, I'm already busy enough. So I could be the woman behind the curtain. So if somebody wants to be the figurehead, uh, yeah, I'll stand behind and I'll tell you guys what to do. But also, when shit goes downhill, I don't wanna go to prison. I am not gonna make it in prison, guys. I don't want face tattoos. I really don't. Um, I know how to make wine. I just don't wanna drink toilet wine. So, like, I have to make it in a toilet when I go to prison. That's all I know. So, I don't wanna have to do that. So, let's not go to prison when we do. Um, oh, if I have to talk to you, because I don't know if you know what, like, the uranium glass is, like, from I think it's, like, Depression era, right? And it glows, and I want some jewelry like that because it is so cool. I know. I'm getting way off base here today, and hello, TF. Or should I say yo? I gotta say yo. Gotta be a dude. And Tiff says they are 2 dudes. Alright. And hello, girl Ryan. I've missed you. I saw you the other day in chat in OBs. God, that was a good time the other night. Learning about syphilis, that it still exists in this world. If it wasn't for Oblivious Benson, I would really, guys, there would be nothing. And I wouldn't know for sure if I was a true psychopath. The word is I don't know about sociopath yet, but I mean, we haven't done that test, but at least the psycho part. I was really worried too, like, I was like, "Oh, crap," and this is gonna be out on YouTube, so but, oh, I'm good, I'm not. Alright, everybody's saying hi to each other, and Girl Ryan says, "I hate when my mascara runs and gives me that teardrop prison tattoo." Well, in prison, that's a good thing. That's the other thing, like, in prison, right, like, you have to make your own makeup somehow. It's hard enough for me to get, like, buy makeup because I never know what like, I have to Google, like, what looks best on redheads, right? Like, because I don't get the right shade lipstick or lipstick oh god, it's a pain in the ass to be a woman. But I'm gonna go in there. If I don't have mascara, I'm gonna look like a freaking alien because I have light red eyelashes. So, yeah, it's not gonna be a place for me. I think I'm cute out here in the real world, but in there, maybe I'll lead one of the gangs. Maybe in there I'll get, like, be tough and ugly, be scary without my eyelashes. And get a little teardrop, little one right here, I think I need that. Um, yes, seen that, like, Vaseline glass, but radioactive, yes. Well, some people call it Vaseline glass, but I don't think Vaseline glass glows, right? I don't think it does anyway, but it's so cool. I guess you can buy, like, the beads and stuff on Etsy, so I was looking because I thought it would be really cool to have, like, a rosary that, glowed in the dark. That would be really cool. Yep, and, bananas going down. It takes forever. I'm glad my kid can put himself to sleep now, which she doesn't. Usually, it's like 2, 3 in the morning, I still hear him in there, like, thinking he's being really sly. like he's on the phone with his girlfriend, and he's all like, and I'm like he's like, "That's not what I said." Like, I can still hear him with my headphones on, so oh, goodness, and Morg says, "Yeah, I hate how I find the perfect nail polish, then it gets discontinued, and then you find out people sell that stuff like it's collectibles." Yeah, I hate that too. Um, and then you gotta find a new color, and then you gotta Google. Yeah, it's just a mess, so just buy extra and hope that you die before you run out of your favorite colors. That's just what I'm hoping. So, all right, I've got some news to share with you guys, and I gotta pop up my notes here. So, I went down some rabbit holes yet again. I don't know. I gotta think of a better term than rabbit holes because I hang out in cemeteries. So should I should be I maybe I'm just going down graves, but graves don't usually go more than 6 feet, right? Unless it's a double. I think those go 10. Yeah, I think. I don't know. I haven't dug a double grave. I just put one in each. Um, uh, I mean, if I were going to put people in a grave, I would do them separately. Is what I'm saying. I don't do that. I wouldn't know anything about that. So, I started looking up stuff, and actually, you know what I also forgot to do because I went to the store, I forgot to see how, Mr. Unsavory Character, how his preliminary turned out today, so I probably should look up real quick. What did I just do? Did I just lose my notes? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Did I do that for real? Oh, no. Oh. I almost got another heat rash or whatever. I almost broke out. Again, because I just freaked out. Alright, I'm gonna put my notes there. Let me look up let's see how his preliminary went today. Um, Trying to do this with just my contacts in, but I may have to go with my glasses if I can't see anything. So, I'm gonna type unsavory character here into yeah, let's see whoop, see what he did today. Um Oh, let's see. Preliminary. Well, they don't have any updates. Okay. Let me look. Preliminary hearing. Bum, 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 bum. No one has anything up here yet. Huh. Well, I did look up. I don't know. If anybody got a chance to listen to anything from the preliminary, pipe up in chat, but it wasn't televised. Um, Pennsylvania does not allow televisions, anything like that, so that's gonna be fun if he does go to court. So I don't know if he's gonna plead out, what the situation is because he did admit to some of it, I think. I don't know if he's admitted to all of it. He has, like this is Jonathan Gerlach, just for you guys all to know. I just keep calling him unsavory character. That Tiff recommended that term just because otherwise then I my grandma can watch this, and I don't have to worry about her hearing my dirty words because I get a little heated when I think of this dude. So, I was looking up things on him, and then I found this other unsavory character, and then because of him, I found more. So, unfortunately, Jonathan Gerlach is not the only well, these guys aren't really grave robbers, but they've done nasty things with, people that should have been resting in peace. And you guys know how I feel about that. They should be allowed to. Even people who donate their body for medical research, like I said, I've taken, human anatomy and physiology, and we treated those cadavers like we were told, treat it like it's your family member. Like, you don't go in there joking around or, like we had men, so you don't go in there and, like, make penis jokes and things like that. You be serious, and you're in there to learn. It's a medical field. Most of the people I was in there, well, actually, everybody but me were going into they were going to nursing school. So we were told not to make fun of parts and stuff, right? So, and then after they're done, most cadavers, if they're not, once they're done with the medical research, they can either go back to the family for like, they'll be cremated and then the remains go back to the family, or they're scattered someplace. Well, Harvard Medical School apparently had a huge scandal. I didn't know about this, and this was before, like, I started this channel, obviously, it's been a couple years ago that this happened, and, Harvard, I just found out, one of the gentlemen, no, let's not call him that. One of the unsavory characters, he lives none other no other place. He lives in Pennsylvania, and he actually said that he was approached by Jonathan Gerlach to buy human bones, and he didn't accept them, as he says. I I kinda don't believe that, but he's going to federal prison, and he wants people to feel bad for him. I don't. In my opinion, just don't be selling human bones, and then y'all aren't gonna get in trouble. Um, I don't care when those people lived, I don't care how old those bones are, if they're I don't agree with, like, Egyptian mummies being well, just let them be at rest. I don't care how long they've been dead, just let them be at rest, and this guy thinks it's, not that big of a deal, and I'm gonna show you the video. I think I'll start there. Which one do I have first here? Do I have the whole I've got 4 of them. Well, I had 4 of them. Yep, I got 4 of them. So this guy I'm gonna sneeze here in, like, 2 seconds, so I think it's just gonna be the one talking about that hay. Alright, so let me pop up here. Let me see, I see something down here, Equal may know about it because I think Equal you worked at Harvard, correct? What about when people mount animals and stuffed animals? I don't I don't find it decorate I don't think it's decoration. I don't it's not my style. I don't like it, but unfortunately, that would be a whole different yeah. Well, that's a whole different thing, right? Um, too early to expand the image. Oh, what? The frameage? Wait, what am I? Oh, I might sneeze again. Oh my goodness. Here we go. I gotta put okay. Equal says the Harvard guy was just cleaning up the scraps from the floor compared to Gerlach. Well, I don't know, Equal. um, he was selling, um, he was selling more than just the scraps on the floor. He was selling specimens, parts. Granted, yeah, he wasn't selling like a whole cadaver, but he got yeah, and I'm gonna the gentleman, he was the morgue manager, so yeah, I think they were selling a lot more than that from I didn't get as far as I wanted to into that situation. I was just gonna kinda touch on it a little bit just because I think it might I'm wondering if this is gonna lead the situation with Gerlach, I'm wondering if it's gonna lead into these people all sort of maybe being connected. That's where I'm going with it for right now. Just because this guy, what's his name? Paulie is his last name. And wait till you see him. He tried to get, oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys. My nose is gonna be. I say this every time. It's just gonna be winter. I'm just gonna be miserable and sound bad. Let's see. Here, let me pop him up here. Let me play this first, and then I'm gonna
Surrounding a
Oh,
Cumberland County native now living in Susquehanna County, and his involvement in a stolen remains case centered around the
here, I'm gonna start it. There you go.
art special surrounding a Cumberland County native now living in Susquehanna County, and his involvement in a stolen remains case centered around the Harvard University morgue.
Jeremy Pauley says was sentenced rather to 6 years in prison after purchasing human remains stolen from that morgue, although he feels this sentence doesn't match the crime. With an appeal filed, Pauley is breaking his silence after 3.5 years. Fox 56's Sam Durante joining us live now with more on this exclusive interview. Sam.
That's right, Aaron. I had the chance to sit down with Paulie in his Honesdale oddities store, the Wonder Kramer, just days before he self-surrendered to prison. This is the first time he's spoken to media since charges had been filed. What was kind of the decision to remain silent, and why are you speaking out now?
The decision to stay silent was pretty much survival, because anything I said publicly could have been used or twisted in the case. It could have hurt my case. It wasn't a risk I could take. My face was on every news possible channel from here to Australia. I didn't think I'd get a fair trial. Headlines, sicko body snatcher, things like that. Even when an article wasn't about me and it was about one of the co-defendants, it was my face plastered.
And what does family at home look like for you?
Well, there's me and Sophie, and then she has a 9-year-old son and I have a 15-year-old daughter. Great kids, I love my kids so much. At home, it's pretty normal, despite what most people would think. Like, we leave work at the end of the day, we go home, one of us makes dinner. I help the youngest with homework. Sometimes we take an hour nap, and I get up and then I work throughout the night creating stock, and things for the shop.
The stock for his shop ranges from taxidermy animals to human bones. Bones that can be legally sold.
So many people are extremely shocked to learn that there are less laws regarding human remains than there are birds. Sometimes I'll have somebody that wants something and they'll be like, does it have paperwork? I need paperwork. I'm like, there's no such paperwork. Paperwork doesn't exist. You might have a receipt from 1967 or something, when it was originally sold to a doctor. But there is no permit for it. There's no legal paperwork. To the average person, me being like, oh, I accidentally bought a stolen body part, that sounds really weird to people. But when you're in this business, it's not uncommon to buy ex-medical specimens, old medical human bones, skulls. I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of these items just in our country.
Talk to me a little bit about your involvement in all of this.
It all started with a woman who reached out to me. She worked at a facility. She's like, we dispose of these old cadaver parts. Not uncommon. She's like, yeah, when the cadavers are just used beyond any use a college or school can use them, we incinerate them and we just spread the ashes outside. That's how she said it. That's more common than people realize. The body broker industry and the funeral industry, there is a lot people would be upset about.
Paulie maintains his status as a third-party buyer in this case, and he feels his sentence doesn't match his crime.
If I had bought a TV and didn't know it was stolen, do I deserve 6 years? It's the human remains factor that is emotionally charged. And why I can understand that and I agree with that, that is not the legal system. Those feelings are not law. I fully believe that the sensationalism of the media, the outcry from the public, because my face was on every single person's articles, you have to make an example. I don't think I'm being punished directly for my appearance. I think I'm being punished because my appearance put me at the forefront.
Paulie tells me he doesn't regret the way he looks and that this is the first time he's ever been treated differently in a negative way based on his appearance. Tomorrow, we'll dive a bit more into his appearance. We'll talk about his guilty plea and his appeal. You can catch that right here on Fox 56. Reporting live with part 1 of this special report, I'm Sam Durante with Fox 56 News, first at 10.
Oops. All right, let me put myself back up there. I kept hitting the wrong button. I don't know what I was doing. All right. I can't find my allergy meds. I was back here thumping around for like the whole time that video was playing, so I missed your guys' comments. But um, I think I get what you mean to equal comparatively, right? But I love how this guy, a couple of his statements, kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Just somebody calls you up from a university like Harvard and says, "Hey, I got some extra body parts to sell you." And you don't think that's weird because this is it's Harvard for one. They have s- they have very rigid protocols. And I only went to when I took anatomy and A&P, when I took it, it was at my local junior college. So they had rigid protocols, like what could be done with cadavers, all of that. Like we had to sign stuff to take the class just so, like, being respectful. They had a lot of things like these things are it's considered medical waste. One of the cadavers we had, it was a younger guy who died from he had an enlarged heart from steroid usage. So these are um I don't know where this guy thinks that like it would like, oh, this guy's coming to me. Like I don't believe him. I don't believe him whatsoever. Like trying to he's comparing human body parts to TVs. This is what's starting to really blow my mind with these people and I don't maybe it shouldn't blow my mind so much because I know how people really get dismissive of a lot of these things because it doesn't affect them. So, right? Until it's one of their family or a loved one, then it might maybe it would change their opinions unless they don't have family or loved ones. I mean, if they're a sociopath or something of that nature, right? But still, he compares this, oh, I bought hot body parts. It's not the same as buying a hot TV. And yeah, you would get in trouble if you're the person selling stolen TVs and you're not questioning where those TVs are coming from. Like you don't question, this guy works at a university. I'm sure he knew he worked at Harvard. Somebody calls you up and say, "Yeah, we got extra parts that we don't know what to do with." Bullshit. Bullshit. Nobody from Harvard is gonna be nobody in any anatomy and physiology, nobody's gonna be doing that. That's completely wrong. So, to say, "Yeah, I'll take them," I think that's complete it's just horseshit. So, on with the show. We'll see what you guys have to say here. Um, Willis says, "Maybe some extraterrestrials bought some of the bones to use for engineering a new species." I think they'd just come down and take one of us if they really wanted to. I mean, right? And they've been doing that for years, since, like, the '40s, right? Um, I love the UFO talk too. I'm not gonna say it, Ernie, but I'll put it up here 'cause, I know how to say it, but then when I'm gonna try to say it up here, it's not gonna come out right. Equal. After watching OB's presentation on Gerlach, my Amazon offered me some particularly gruesome images from reviews that mimic what Gerlach was doing. Mine's already weird anyway. I get some weird stuff, but I have not yet got anything like body parts or anything for sale. So maybe I should go look and see what's coming up now. Yeah, right, TF, that he looks totally normal. So he did ask, "Hey, I'm fine. Whatever you guys wanna do with your bodies, that's up to you." I'm just saying it's a choice to do some of these things and then maybe think like, "Okay, someday I'm gonna get old." Those really cool that really cool neck tattoo is gonna be down on my stomach and not up on my neck. Or maybe I'm gonna have to be in court someday. So, I don't know. But to each their own if that's what they wanna do. But, don't be shocked if people judge you because that's what people do. There's no getting around it. No matter it doesn't even have to be face tattoos or metal he's got metal spikes. Like, he can s like, he had them surgically implanted in his skull. So, he was asking the judge to because he was supposed to report to federal prison, I think it was Friday. Um, he was supposed to report to federal prison. Well, his lawyer was trying to get him get it delayed so that because he has to have surgery. He wanted to get those taken out before he goes to prison because he thought it was going to be oh, I can't remember what he said. It like I guess he thought he's going to get picked on in prison, but I'm like that. I think that might add to your cred, right? Like, I think people might maybe they'll just leave you alone. And why just have maybe he ran out of money, Angie. Maybe just ran out of money, couldn't finish the other half. That would, yeah. I mean, once you start a project like that, you got to finish it. But maybe he has ADHD, like I do. And Equal says, traveling, he could be anybody's paper boy, wholesome like apple pie. Yeah, he's just anybody. I love how you guys everybody's forgetting the body part, the stolen body part. Focusing on the face tattoo, but, and Ernie says, "Yeah, it's an odd choice," but, Tiff says, I was only listening and he sounded like a total twat to me." Yeah, he's a twat. Especially when he's like, "Other people got less time." I don't think that's true because I'm gonna show you, and we're gonna talk about some of the other people that are involved in this. And then we're gonna go back to I'm gonna show you some stuff on Gerlach, because I want to I did stills of the leaked video footage, the police body cam footage. I did stills. I don't wanna show the video, so that way, if you guys don't wanna see it, you can step out for that, like, 5 minutes. There are not very many of them, but for me, yeah, it was alarming, but I'm kinda glad I did get to see them because it made me realize it's it's how sick it is. Unsavory. I don't know, Tiff, we need a bigger word for this. I don't know if you guys have seen this leaked footage yet. It's intense, and what this guy was doing, I hope he gets a lot more than 8 years in federal prison because what he was doing, but, I also found some photos from the cemetery, so I was gonna show you all those first, and then I'll show you those photos, so if anybody wants to, like, put blinders on for 5 minutes, you can do that, and then if I get in trouble, I know it'll be towards the end of the stream, and I can just go in and cut that part out. So that's why I'm gonna do all this stuff first, and then we'll get to Gerlach 'cause, I don't really I'm kinda putting it off because I'm a little nervous about it, so and Angie's like, "Oh, really? I'd run if I saw you." Yeah, if he was on my front lawn, I'd be calling 911 and probably be like, "I don't" he kind of reminds me of somebody out of a horror movie. Who is that guy? Was it Eraserhead or some guys help me. He had the spikes all on his head. I don't know if that was a Eraserhead. I'm probably confusing too many horror movies. Equal says, "I need allergy medicine tonight too. I just went to grab my Zyrtec and it's empty." Um, TM says, "I'd be afraid that pie was actually made out of Johnny Appleseed." Oh, well, hey, at least his family looks normal. I mean, his wife is gorgeous. I was like, I wasn't expecting that. I was like, "She's wow. Yeah, she's beautiful." Not what I expected. So, he's probably got a heart of gold, guys. Jen says, "This guy is different than who I was thinking of. I was thinking of the Harvard morgue manager who was a body broker." Jen, you're spoiling it. No, you're not spoiling it, but no, that's where he got his parts from. He's involved in that scandal, and I'll show you Cedric here in just a second, and his wife. Because they weren't just picking up, I mean, compared to Gerlach, right? They're not going and digging up graves, they're not desecrating graves, but they're desecrating bodies because this is not what these people donated their bodies to science for, right? And Harvard does they had a protocol, and this was not it. This isn't like, So I work at a bakery, and we don't sell all the croissants, so we get to take some home at the end of the day. We don't use the whole body, so we're allowed to take home some hands and some feet. That is, I'm sure, definitely not what Harvard had in mind. I'm just gonna guess. I don't know what their protocols are, but I'm gonna guess they're pretty damn strict. Yeah, Harvard Medical School, they're pretty strict. So equals a piece of um I need a better word. Hi, Angie. Da Vinci used grave robbers to make his sketch of human anatomy because the church outlawed dissection. And that's, I, we've talked about the grave robbers, Burke and Hare in Edinburgh, because I gotta plug Scotland every episode. I'm trying to get Scottish sponsors for the show. So something I thought of last night. um, but yeah, so these guys were supplying the grave robbers were supplying the medical college because the only bodies that they could legally dissect were the ones who had been executed, like prisoners that had been executed. Those were the only ones they were allowed to work on. And so, yeah, when somebody turned up with a freshly deceased person and sold it to them, they were going to take full advantage of that. And this is almost the opposite, right? This is somebody turning up to sell this is the people this is the medical community turning around and selling it back to I don't wanna say back to the grave robbers, but, oh, I mean, back to the unsavory characters. Angie says lots of advances in medicine were made because of stolen bodies, and yes, I agree with that, but, um desecration of graves because some of those people never got back to where their graves are. So, uh, and the stealing of bodies did, at least in the UK, it did in Europe, it did change a lot of their laws. So they did put a lot of laws in place. But I mean, we talked about it. I think I pretty much beat that horse. Right. I should stop saying that because I don't beat horses. I love my horses. But yeah, they outlawed just they started making it okay if somebody died in a poorhouse or a workhouse or an unclaimed body, then those could go to medical science too, which I have some issues with as well. I mean, yeah, could we have advanced medically? No. I mean, it's just like, is it okay to do research and medical research on animals? Because if we didn't, how many medicines would we not have that saved lives? So, it is kind of a tightrope that you're walking, but, I still don't agree with, these guys that are taking the body parts, they're not using this for medicine. They're using this as they're collector's items, that's what they're using them for. They have curio cabinets. I have a curio cabinet. That's not what I have in mind. I know y'all know that I'm a little weird. Rest assured, you are not gonna walk into my basement. It's just gonna be some cobwebs and a lot of boxes, lots of boxes, and none of them contain body parts. So, these people are kind of on a different level. I get liking crazy stuff, I get that. I like I like horror movies, I like Stephen King, I love all that stuff, but do I want a human skeleton hanging in my house? Not a real one. So I I don't think it's there should be a market for it at all. But then again, then you push it like, okay, then they're just gonna get them on the black market, but, make it illegal at least, so if you get caught with it, there's, right, there's penalties for it. And Willis says, "True, I was just role playing to add some perspective, you never know." Role playing's fine in here. We won't. Um, Interview says, "Well, we are overpopulated, so" You guys. I'm starting to wonder if some of you what are you guys doing at night? I'm gonna I need to you guys need to start sharing your locations with me so I can keep track of you because I don't wanna be an accomplice because I'm telling you guys, like, telling you guys about cemeteries and stuff. I don't want you going and Girl Ryan says, "I'm pretty sure the guy did not, Venmo Harvard for" right? So, like, "Oh, who do I make this check out?" Well, Harvard Medical College or what is it? Is it still Harvard Medical College? Is that how the proper terminology for it or but, yeah, I'm pretty sure he didn't ask. I'm sure there was cash involved. Just he's just like, "Just dig them all up. Just take them." Um, yeah, if nobody liked them, the bad people, yeah, just go take them. Wouldn't paying John Doe be a giveaway? Like I said, I think this is a cash operation, right? And his saying that one statement he made to like, well, I'm selling this part and people want to see the receipts for it. Like, where did this bone come from? Where did this skull come from? And granted, he does have old skeletons that were at one time um hanging in doctors' offices. Like there's still a lot of those, thousands of them still in circulation. Most of the ones you see now are not real. So, like, the articulated skeletons, um, a lot of the old-timey doctors, right, they would have one of those in their office, and it would be an actual human skeleton, like, it was real, and then that was not cool anymore. Those skeletons had to go someplace, and people would buy them. Apparently, that is legal to do. I don't know how I feel about that, but, ah, I don't I don't know, guys. I don't know. That's probably getting into a little bit of a gray area, but I could see that. Like, if he has a receipt, something that follows that skeleton said, "Well, Doctor so and so used to own this 1945," right? And, maybe they have to have show ownership over the years, like who they bought it from and so on and so forth. And then he goes, "Well, I don't know, like, what do you expect receipts for bones?" Well, yeah, you should have receipts for that. You you buy a car, you know who the owners have been, right? You get a Carfax report, see, like, what accidents it's been in. Um, I want a skeleton report. I want if I'm gonna buy a skeleton, please show me where it came from so that I know it didn't come out of, like, my family mausoleum or something, right? But, uh, maybe they like to pay people money for the things that they could just take. It's just hello, Toe Tech, welcome, welcome back. Don Lemon, the Daisy Dukes Christian. I might be missing something there, but I am very congested right now, so that's probably and Girl Rise says, "Yes, that's true." To Willis. Equal says what Gerlach did was a crime against the families and the dignity and process of grief and memory. What is different about the other guy's crime is generally to society. They're both horrendous true. And I just find it hard to believe that he did not think that there was something wrong with it. And at first, I was kinda like, "Okay, he's just the" yeah, he's the guy that got caught selling stolen TVs, so maybe he gets off in a couple years or something and then he makes that statement to the reporter, and I'm thinking to myself, if he made that statement in court, I don't think it was so much what his face looked like the tattoos. I'm wondering, like, I would love to see what his statements were. Did he make that statement in front of a jury and he said, "Hey, this is no different than buying a stolen TV." That might have pissed some people off. and it might not just been his looks, it may be his attitude towards other human remains. It's a To say it's a touchy subject, I'm like, if I was sitting on that jury, I'd be like, hang him." Maybe not hang him, lock him up, throw away the key. Uh, because and as he said, he's gonna go once he gets out, I'm gonna show you the second video. I'm gonna catch up on the chat, and then I've got part 2 of that video. But yeah, he's just gonna he's like, "Oh, this is just the pause button." Yeah, he gets better. Morg says, "Wait a minute, Gerlach is a Germanic name, and he's stealing bones instead of acquiring them the traditional way. His ancestors would be ashamed of him." Yes, they would be for a lot of reasons. Morg, I think his ancestors are gonna be ashamed of him for a lot of them. Don Lemon, the altar boy after church. I Don Lemon, I know who I think Jesus said, "Turn the other cheek, not spread cheeks." Disciple under table at the Last Supper. Was it? I don't remember. Is there a Saint Don Lemon? I didn't learn about him. And, Work says, "Are you new here together?" Um, and Tiff says she's gonna work on a new bad word for me. Good. I need something. I mean, it's gotta have some have some oomph for it. Yeah. Pinhead, thank you. I knew Ernie would probably know, who it was. Why are you apologizing, Jen? Um, must be having an aneurysm. Could be. I have them on the daily, so it's okay. No employee samples at Harvard. Yeah, right? Like, I don't think they allow you to, "Oh, we've got some bits left over." Like, I just don't. It's medical waste. So, like, yeah. I work with the animals. We do an amputation, that's medical waste. So, in a hospital, you get your leg cut off or right? That's medical waste. That's not up for grabs after the surgery. The nurses aren't like, that's mine. I got first dibs." That's not how that shit works, guys. So, okay, let me go on. I'm gonna get down here to, my 2 bottles of Benadryl have disappeared. What's going on? I don't know. I need some. I think while this video plays, I'm gonna mute and I'm gonna go see if I have some in the cupboard. Actually, I feel like I'm getting a little. Oh, of course, if I do, I'm probably gonna fall asleep. Well, it says it's obvious why there's some kind of government involved in these kinds of processes. That's why there's always exceptions. Um, Ernie's like, "I'm not high, you're high. Are you guys all high? That might be what's going on here." Um, and Darlene says, "It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't." Yeah. I mean, but people nowadays, they donate their body to medical science, but it is still to be retreated. You're supposed to be treated with respect and handled with respect. Like I said, junior college A&P is what I took. We were very fortunate to have cadavers at our school. So we were made to be very appreciative of it. And if somebody does that, and that takes a lot to think like in your last moments, like I want like you're dying from something that is going to be beneficial for them to look at your stuff after you're dead. And they want to donate themselves to that cause. That takes a lot. That person deserves respect. No matter what their beliefs are or what other I don't care if you're atheist, if you believe there's nothing on the other side, you don't know what that person believed or what the people who are related to them, their loved ones, you don't know what they believed. So your feelings don't matter. It's those people. It's not up to you. It's their family. They paid money to be put in the ground or in a mausoleum or donated to science with the expectation that once they were done with them, they were going to be cremated, given back, or their ashes would be scattered. That is what they signed up for, not for some schmuck. I want better words. Not for some schmuck to come along and just be like, "Hey, we got some leftover parts here." Like, I'm gonna show you. He's gonna pop up because I do have the article for him. I got things. I don't like any of these people. I'm not gonna. Ernie says not. Okay, I think you guys are all high. All right, medical school. So it's Harvard Medical School because, like, I know, like veterinary college, even if it's a university, like they just right. I don't know why they do that. Just call it. But it's a college inside of a university. I don't know. Okay, guys, I've got hay fever. Like for real. And Ernie says not the dead people. Okay. Uh, uh, what? Okay. All right. I'm gonna go down. um, let's see. Smoking. All right. I'm gonna go down. Tone tech. Behave yourself. Okay. I'm gonna have to sick the bird on you. She gets ornery. Let's see. Maybe bones could be used for a molecular component of a particle accelerator when placed in the I'm sure there's things bones can be used for. If people that's what they want their bones to be used for. Uh, if that's what they give you permission, like if you donate your body to one of the body farms, you guys know what body farms are. Uh, there's not very many of them in the US. I think there's like what 4 or 5 something if somebody knows. I think somebody in here knows some I can't remember which one of you it was, but there's only like 4 or 5 of them, and they're the places where like you donate your body, but this is where they this is really good for like our crime semen crime crime scene investigation. So this is where our forensic sciences learn all the good stuff. Like how long does a body left out? How long does it take to decompose? What kind of insects do we find on it? Those sorts of things. So those are body farms and they have like experiments set up. And it used to be I know some of them probably still do. I don't know a whole lot about but I just know a, a little. Probably just not that much. Let's just say that. So they have all these different things set up so that they can go and look at them, and then that way, when they get these cases, they find they find a person, like, out in the woods. Like, they know how long that person's been there for, those sorts of things. If you're donating your body to that, e right? Like, there might not be much of you left, but I'm sure there's probably rules for that as well too, right? Um I'm sure whatever is left is still treated with the utmost respect. Those places are very happy to have donations because without that, we're not going to learn those things. Darlene says, I don't have a brain. Ernie's going to donate her brain to science. Um, Ernie's going to trade. Maybe Stones will figure out. I don't know what I'm figuring out, guys. Don't, mm, I, d- this is all I've been thinking about like for like what, 2 weeks now. And after this, I'm just going to do updates on this unsavory character Gerlach, because I want to do some I wanna go back to fun dead stuff. Talk about some we'll talk about some haunted houses and some haunted places here. Maybe do some folklore and some history, while we're at it. But this one's just like there's so many layers to it, right? Like a big old stinky rotten onion. Jen says, "I just don't like how they slice into it, Ernie, but they can have mine too." Yeah, they gotta get into your like, right? Like, they gotta cut into your head to get that. And Mark says Roman bones are good for making weird pagan altars. I'd say you know a lot more. You know a lot more. You'll know a lot more than I do. You guys are you guys all okay tonight? My family needs answers. Um, I wonder what the charge set ratios of those ultra vibrate. Okay. Um, I'm going to equal says there are some scary ideas about having no regard for donated bodies. Not even life might win. His respect is where the mind goes. Yeah, I think if you don't have respect for the human bodies, I, I mean, that's like sociopath behavior, correct? Uh, I don't know. I'm not a psychologist. I just play one on YouTube. All right, guys. Let's see. The bad cadavers end up on Facebook Marketplace. Just that Facebook a lot. Oh my god, don't get me going back on that Facebook and frickin' Instagram post, right? Yeah. I tried to have this be a safe, comfy place, guys. So be good. Be good. Phone tech, be good. Okay. I don't want you to have to be the first person I come over and I've got holes in my backyard for people. Be good. Equal says donate a body to science means you let go of it. Maybe that should be the lesson in this. But there are I mean, it depends on what right? Like what you're agreeing to when you sign that. If it says you like the paperwork you sign when you donate, that's what it says. Like, hey, whatever happens to your body, we're not that's a I right? Like your family has no claim over it anymore. That's fine. However, if they're signing paperwork that says once we are finished with your remains, they will be something that's going to happen to them, right? But wait till you find out. This doesn't just involve Harvard Medical School. So, all right, guys. Let's see. I'm gonna go down. I just don't want to miss because you guys have some good comments here. Clip says there was a little more than that. My brother's university has one. So interesting. The body farm clips is that or medical school? Same thing. No. um, the body farms are fascinating. I think that should we talk about that? I would love to. I would rather have somebody come up here and talk to us about it, though. So maybe when we get bigger and I can get us some like really good guests or something to come on, maybe we'll do that. Because that would be if you guys are interested in it, those are the things you let me know and I'll see what I can do. Um, maybe if I'm really charming or something, I can talk somebody and maybe coming I am gonna try to work my charms on a gentleman who has a podcast that does with Scottish, history, and he does some folklore. Gonna work some charms on this person and see if it helps, but yeah. Not like that. Not none of you guys get your mind together. I mean, I'm just gonna be nice and ask nicely is what I mean by my charms, because I don't have those kind of charms. They stopped working. I don't even know if they ever worked. Jen says the book The Body Farm by Patricia Cornwell, I think is fascinating, but outdated by now for sure, but good when I read it. I'm gonna start this because I'll look that up. Um, I have interesting reading material, so that I'll look it up. Even if it's outdated, I'm sure it's probably gonna learn something from it. Body farms make me uncomfortable, but oddly interested in them. Um, it's uncomfortable, but think of all the good they do too, right? Like that's um and Darlene is fighting her TV. Yeah, be good like Tansy. Oh no, don't tell people to be good like Tansy. She's out of control. Oh, clips, were you the one I was talking to about the you know, all right. I don't wanna I don't wanna out anybody, but yeah, um, maybe your cousin can come talk to us. Is that her in? I would love it. Like, I get all excited because I think it's interesting, like, we're talking about these things too, right? Like, what happens we're talking about cemeteries and being buried. It is good to know what happens if you donate your body to science or you donate your body to, um, a body farm. I that word sounds really I know it sounds very off-putting, but I don't know how else you would put it, really. I mean, it's essentially what it is. I know some of them use pigs, which I think are effective, but probably not quite like the real thing. But if people are donating, that's what they've agreed to. I'm pretty sure when they signed off a waiver to donate their body for medical research, it wasn't with the intent that someday their skull is gonna be in somebody's curio cabinet. I don't think that's what their intention was. So okay, let's go. I think I'm sounding better. I think it was just a momentary thing. So I'm going to play the second. Is this the second part? Ollie part two. All right. I'm gonna pop.
These
Don't play yet. I'm gonna get myself off of here. Oop. All right.
Last night, Fox 56 brought you part one of a special report on the Cumberland County man charged for his involvement in a stolen remains case centered around the Harvard University morgue. During an exclusive interview with us, he says he feels his sentence doesn't match the crime. And tonight, Fox 56's Sam Durante joins us live with the second part to that special. Sam.
And tomorrow, Jeremy Pauley will self-surrender, beginning his 6-year sentence in prison. In the weeks between his sentencing and his surrender, he spent time with his friends, his family, and with me, talking about how he felt he was treated misfairly by the justice system and the media. What was the decision that kind of made you want to look the way that you do?
Even as a kid, it all started with tattooing. Even as a kid, my grandfather had, old Navy tattoos on him, and I probably was like 5 or 6, and I just remember being infatuated by that. Got my first tattoo at 17, and I just kept going. In the beginning, I was very cautious about keeping things, below the collar, above the cuff, until I decided that I was never going to work a normal job.
Do you have any regrets about the way that you look?
No, I have no regrets, because at the end of the day, for me to say I regret how I look because of the fact that my looks created more of this, that's why I did it. I'm going to stand here and I'm going to stand by my looks. Why would I let the media sensationalism make me want to regret who I am and who I wanted to be? So I'll stand by it.
And that sensationalism, is that why you're appealing your sentencing?
100%, because with the sentencing disparity that happened, I mean, there were people that knew what they were doing. They were far more culpable than me. And even their crimes were, it was bad. And, they're getting a slap on the wrist. Someone who was smuggling dead babies out of their job at a hospital got 18 months. That doesn't make sense to me. The guy who that gentleman was selling those corpses to, who was also buying from the morgue manager's wife, and it was a lot of human remains, he got 6 months. And all our guideline ranges were 0 to 6 months based on, criminal history and factors in the case. At the end of the day, all of our starting points should be 0 to 6 months.
Talk to me a little bit about the decision to enter a guilty plea.
It's not just my appearance. It was just how I was presented with my appearance the entire time. And no matter what, I don't believe juries are fully unbiased. Everyone is human. Everyone has an opinion. The maximum was 15 years, which they ended up trying to give me anyway, even though I cooperated and just took the guilty plea. In the long run, I should have just done it. But at the time, I was just trying to put my life back together.
What does life look like after prison?
It'll just be like I hit pause and hit play again.
Coming right back to the shop?
Yep. I'm going to be doing everything I've already was doing, and I'm just going to expand on everything that I'm doing that I couldn't expand on while I waited for this to be done.
Has anything changed for you in the way that you source your materials for the shop since this whole scandal came out? I always felt I was careful vetting people. I've definitely got far more stringent
methods now, which I thought I had before, but again, it happens everywhere in any industry, you know. But yeah, so and I boned up on new laws over the last few years, especially what states can have stuff travel across state lines and everything, just to make sure I'm on top of everything. There's not even a possible hiccup.
What do you wish more people
I don't think he should have used the term boned up. All right.
knew about the oddities world that maybe they don't know now?
I wish more people understood that like this is not creepy. It's most collectors, not all, and many shops thrive on education, ethical sourcing, family events, even. You know, like it's just another hobby at the end of the day. And you know, you go to a tattoo convention or you go to a baseball card, you know, flea market. You know, it's the same thing. And you know, that bear skull might not be for you, but you know what? Buying Babe Ruth baseball cards ain't for me. Unfortunately, like in this case, yes, there's bad eggs. People get hurt, but tell me that doesn't happen in any industry. Cool.
That's all the questions that I have.
Sweet.
The full interview between myself and Jeremy Pauley will be available on our YouTube channel later tonight. As of now, Pauley has submitted an appeal to his sentence, and that's being processed. We'll provide updates and resources as they become available. Reporting live with part 2, the final part of this special report, I'm Sam Durante, Fox 56 News, First at 10.
All right. Well, the judge didn't accept his excuse. It was so that he could get the metal out of his head. Like, yeah, not a good. You weren't getting that out of your head while you were waiting for your. You should have started that before all of this. But and I see some of you got. I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know if you guys are joking with me or not. But so he's kind of he is one of the ringleaders in the situation. As far as that's my opinion, and I think that's pretty much what the opinion of the judge and the legal system was. He's far more culpable. Now, these other people he's talking about, I don't know who they are. I did not get quite that. I didn't look into that, but he talked about a woman who sold fetuses, correct? From the a nurse that sold fetuses from the hospital. We're gonna talk about I don't think the only one that I know of is one of in this ring of people. So it wasn't just Harvard, it was, um, um, not a morgue, it was a funeral home crematorium in Arkansas, I think in Little Rock. She was selling deceased children, babies. That is not how he put it. She did not get 18 months. She's got more time, and I'm gonna show you, uh, uh, what I have on her too here in a second. So he's kind of glossing over this just a wee bit, and not even just a wee bit, like a whole lot. I don't know if he's talking about maybe some of these people, like, maybe they got caught, like, with 1 or 2 counts of improper I don't know what the terminology would be for what the charges would probably some improper use of or removal of human remains, something probably along those lines. Let me guess. That's probably they probably had less counts. So the fact that he got, I think he got 7 or 8 years. The fact that he got that many years is because he had a lot of counts against him. Those accrue, right? Like those, that's a lot. Those add up for him. That's what makes his prison sentence so much longer than somebody that only had maybe 1 count of this nature, correct? I think. I'm pretty sure. So he's really kinda it's not it's not even. It's not like he did the same thing as somebody else. Just because he's not the one that removed the bones from the premises, He was the one taking them and buying them and then finding people to buy them. So he's not the he's not a he's an unsavory character, guys. I know, and then he said, "Yeah, I'm boning up on the laws." And I'm like, "Could you have used a different word, dude? You're going to prison, right? You're getting ready to go to prison here, for illegally selling, um, stolen body parts, bones." Maybe choose some different terminology. That's just an unfortunate way of saying it. Um, or he says, "If somebody steals my school, they better bedazzle me." You mean your skull? Sk Darlene's got her TV fixed. Yeah, yeah, skull. Okay, sorry. I probably should pop down quicker before, yeah. When he was younger, he had the Mike Tyson tattoo on his face, and then he blocked it out. Is that what he had on his face? I can't remember what Mike's looked like. Then Tips like, "Do you regret being a bonehead, though?" Probably not. I don't think he has any regrets. Sure doesn't seem like it, does it? He seems pretty, "Oh, this is just a pause button, and when I come back out, I'm just gonna learn the laws so that I can get around them easier next time." That's what I'm hearing. This is just my opinion. If you guys have different opinions, I'm gonna respect you. I'm not gonna, like, argue with you, right? But I don't think it was really like how he looked so much as maybe how he was speaking. If this is what he's saying, some people probably got very upset with the fact that he's equating human with stolen TVs, like stolen human body parts with stolen TVs. Like if that was the jury, and I could see how that could piss off some judges too. And then they look at him. I've seen some tattooed up people in court, and they don't get the book thrown at them just because of the way they look. Now, is this guy in trouble because he's been an unsavory character with body parts? That's what he's in trouble for, and then they look at him and they're like, "Okay, yeah, this all checks out." So, and then he opens his mouth and he says these things which I don't agree with, but I'll respect your guys' opinions too. It's yeah, it's all I just see him a little differently. I don't know, maybe I read too much. Looked at too much here. But let me read a little bit on him. So maybe this will give you guys a little backstory too, because I do have some notes on him. And Morg says, um, the dead don't go anywhere. They don't talk much, but do continue to have a relationship with the living. And it may be different than when they were alive, but that's, yeah, near universal in all cultures. Yeah, most cultures do have some, right? There is that connection with our dead. So that's why it is so important to most cultures have some sort of respect that whether they believe in an afterlife, whatever it is that they believe in, right? Like the next step is there is always respect shown to the bodies. I mean, we found out even with the Quakers, they don't even know what's on the. They don't really have a ideology for heaven. Um, they don't have that really in their doctrine, but they are still very respectful of the whole process because it's about the people that the deceased leave behind. It's out of respect for them as well. So I keep thinking of that. So it deserves they deserved a whole lot more respect than obviously um Ernie. I feel bad for him. He's a smart guy. There's a lot of smart guys that do a lot of bad things. I mean, I'm sure prison is full of smart guys, especially federal prison. And Angie thinks he got a raw deal. Um, what was that? Oh, in the shop there, Tiff, they showed the uranium glass in his shop. I didn't even see that the first. Yeah, and like Tiff says, it's not the same thing. Apples and oranges, guys, apples and oranges, right? I think that she's just sitting there going like, what the hell did I what the hell? She probably drew the short straw at the studio, right? And Tiff, yeah, he's an a-hole who got caught. I don't he I'm not picking up remorse off of him that like, damn, like, oh, had I known, like, I would at least be sitting there like, I didn't know. I'm so sorry. Uh, I out of respect for the like from the bottom of my heart, even if you don't feel that way, at least fake it, dude. And this is why you're getting your full penalty. That's why the judge isn't going easy on you because he's looking at it's not your face, it's not your tattoos, it's not this pointy thing sticking out of your head, it's your attitude. As my parents would have said, that damn attitude that gets you in trouble all the time. Jen says, you can tell how cocky he is using the word boned instead of owned, right? You know what I'm pretty sure because he kind of looked down when he said it. And I was just like, when I first watched it, I backed it up and I'm like, did he just say boned? Jen's, in my honest opinion. Guys, feel free to share your opinions. I'm not gonna hate on any of them. If you guys think he's getting a raw deal, um, but yeah, I don't think you're right. No, I'm just but yeah. Ern says glossing okay because I don't want to feel bad for him if he's glossing. He's glossing over his role in the situation just a tad bit. And Ernie says, I'm a fan of oddities, but not that kind. I like oddities too. I like strange and unusual things. I draw the line. That's where I draw the line. And Tiff says, "Oh no, I said bonehead. I wasn't even trying. No pun intended. And dead people are still people." And I just feel like if you don't have respect for like a dead body, you're probably not going to have a whole lot of respect for the living, right? Like I just think of I don't know. My mind goes to like serial killers and people along those lines. Angie says he had to know what he was buying, so he didn't consider it wrong. Yeah, unfortunately, he didn't know the laws. That's all he's saying. He just didn't know the laws. So why should he go to prison for 8 years? The amount of like the feds were watching them for a while. Like this wasn't like Jonathan Gerlach. This wasn't like they watched him for a couple of months. Um, and this was going across obviously since the feds are involved, this went across state lines. Now there's also a woman that was in Boston because we can't leave Massachusetts out, guys, right? Because you guys are I'm just picking on you guys. I love Massachusetts. You know that. I love Salem. I love everything. Now, is there some shady stuff going down? Yeah. Shady stuff's going down everywhere. So there's another woman who's got a little curiosity shop and and the place that she has it is in Salem because if you're going to have a curiosity shop like this, it's got to be in Salem if you live in Massachusetts. So let me pull my notes up cuz I do have some things on him. Let's see. And let me pop and I'm gonna pop my slideshow up here. Um, what did he buy? Ernie, he bought a lot. Lots. Hang on. I think he bought. I don't know if the article said, like bit by bit what he bought. I could probably look up the court records and see what he bought. Phone's ding-a-dinging over here. I wonder if he was allowed to bring sworn thingies to prison. I don't think I'm not muted or anything. Are you guys trying to, get me? Uh-oh. Oh, my kid. Hang on. He wants to know if there's gonna be a snow day tomorrow. I'm like, "Can you not hear me in there?" Uh, alright. Um, so I'm not sure what he bought. I could if you guys are really interested in him, like, I'm willing to go a little if you guys wanna know more about him. I can also, Ernie, I can give you some links, which all the ones that I've used for this, I'll post them in the description after, and 'cause not all of the stuff I pull up do I actually use, so I usually don't put that stuff in until after the show's done, so then I just post the stuff that I use, but if you wanna read more on them, I'll give you some more places to go, but, I can dig up more if you guys wanna know more about it. So, I don't know exactly what he bought, I could probably get the court documents. I'm sure it'll pull up all his counts, kinda like, I did pull up Jonathan Gerlach's, I put that in the Discord under the channel named for that unsavory character, so you can look at he has, like, 574 counts, I think, of lot all bad stuff with human remains. So, I this guy's is probably a lot of his problems is, transporting across state lines. It's probably where a lot of his troubles are coming in. These other people, like, probably weren't doing that, and maybe that's why they're not going to federal prison. They may not have even had federal charges pressed against them. They may have just been state charges, right, or, like, in the county they were in. So it's whole different ball game considering what he was doing compared to some other people. So just keep that in mind, but I will give you guys my links so you guys can go check it out too. Um, oh, Ernie wants to go deeper. All right, let me pull up. Hopefully my kid doesn't keep texting me while I'm in here. So this is he got me off subject here. Let me pop up. We don't wanna look at him anymore. I'm gonna add this to the stage. I'll take the cute little penguin down. This is the story that I'm gonna read for you. I've just got the top part of it up. Take a long drink of water here so that I'm good to go for this. And I'm gonna read this article. This is 9 guilty of trafficking human remains stolen from Harvard Medical School and an Arkansas mortuary. All right, hang on. Oop, I was wondering why my computer was running slow and I had Discord open. I had to close that. All right, so this is Williamsport, Pennsylvania, and a Massachusetts woman on Monday, December 8th, pleaded guilty in a Pennsylvania federal court to her role in a national network that trafficked human remains stolen from Harvard Medical School and an Arkansas mortuary. Katrina McLean, 46, of Bradford, sold the remains at her store, Cat's Creepy Creations, in Peabody, just outside Salem, Massachusetts, reported Fox 8 sister station 8 WHTM. The store's Instagram page, now private, previously stated the store sold creations that shock the mind and shake the soul, reported Fox 8 sister station KFQX. The stolen body parts included heads, brains, skin, and bones, reported KFQX. One of McLean's buyers, a Pennsylvania man, tanned the skin to make leather. McLean pleaded guilty Monday to a charge of interstate transport of stolen human remains and now faces up to 10 years in prison, according to news release from the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Middle District of Pennsylvania. She's one of several defendants who have pled guilty in the scheme since prosecutors first brought the case in 2023. including the school's former morgue manager, and the school is Harvard Medical School. Between 2018 and 2022, Cedric Lodge, who managed the morgue for the Anatomical Gifts program at Harvard University, stole organs and other body parts dissected from cadavers that had been donated for research and education, and without the knowledge of the school or the donor's family. Lodge transported them from the Boston school to his New Hampshire home, where he and his wife Denise sold them to McLean and others, according to the release. Cedric and Denise Lodge both entered guilty pleas, along with several others who were part of the trafficking network. Jeremy Pauley, that's who we just watched on the videos, Andrew Anasian, Matthew Lampy, Joshua Taylor, and Angelo Pereira, I think it's Pereira, according to prosecutors. Lampy was sentenced to 15 months in prison, and Pereira was sentenced to 18 months, prosecutors said. The rest are still awaiting sentencing. Candace Chapman Scott, who worked at the Arkansas crematorium from which she stole human remains, also pleaded guilty in that state, and she was sentenced to 15 years in prison. All right. Does that put it in a little different uh maybe that puts it maybe I should have went with that first. Okay. Note for next time I do these. So, the Pennsylvania man, I'm pretty sure I think that was Polly who they were talking about. It doesn't say, but like he said, he'd take an hour nap and then get up and go work on his projects. 'Cause he did a lot of I guess he's Ed Gein. He just liked to make I don't know, guys. I don't know where they thought this was okay. So, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure he knew that he wasn't getting these things on the up and up, right? Um, so Ernie, I'm sorry. Next time I'm getting the hang of this, guys. Yeah. Maybe I'll pop it together as a video, and I can edit stuff and put it in different locations so that it flows a little bit better. But yeah, so this is it adds a little more context. I'll lead with this next time. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. So Polly, the Pereira and the other gentleman, I gotta pop my notes back up. Pereira and Lampy, the ones who got 15 and 18 months, I don't think they were as involved. I need to look into them more if you guys want me to. Those, uh, they might just be the ones with, like, a couple counts or right? But this was going on for a while. This wasn't like, "Oh, they did this a couple times and got caught." Like, this was going on for a bit. So, you can imagine how those charges rack up over, like, 4, 5 years, right? Like, he's yeah. I'm gonna read your guys' comments here real quick. I, have a little clip from Arkansas about the Chapman, and I have a very sad story, and this might change some of your guys' mind. Well, it's not the medical school, it's the morgue, and this is a different situation. So, this isn't somebody donating their remains and to science. This is somebody who was thinking they were not donating, they were turning their loved one over for cremation, and that's not what they got. So Ernie says, "I was going to say something else inappropriate because my talk text is forsaking me this evening. I'm not going to." Okay, Ernie. Before I judge him completely, I would like to know exactly what he bought and sold and the situation. I'm not gonna judge him by his, tattoos and his behavior just yet. That's okay. And I applaud you for that. That's the way we should be. Like, I didn't know what he did either till I started reading, so I'm just gonna yeah. I don't wanna put my feelings on you guys, so I have to remember that too when I'm up here, like, I should be more of an educator than putting my opinion out there. I'll try better, guys. I'll try well. And Tiff says, "This dude saying I d I don't know the laws is on him because that's his job and business." Yeah. Ignorance of the law is not a justification. I didn't know the speed limit was only 55 and you're going 100 and like, you still know that you're not supposed to be going that fast, right? So, I'm sure he I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't believe him. I have a hard time believing them. Now, if these people he said in his interview with her, right? Like, "Hey, I" they approached him and said, "We have things from the medical school." That should have been a red flag instantly, in my opinion, and God's honest truth, if I was into I'm not into this stuff, guys, but if I were, somebody approached me from a university or a mortuary, any of those places where I know he's gotta know. You're not I mean, I think most of you guys probably know what happens to body like, when they get donated, right? You probably don't need me up here to educate you on that or preach about it, right? Um, because you're not asking questions where that comes from doesn't make doesn't absolve you of wrongdoing, because you need to ask questions. Assuming does what? Makes an ass out of you and me, and you're probably gonna go to prison just like I would, because I'm gonna sell you something, you're gonna go, "Oh, hey, huh, I didn't know she stole it." Well, yeah, you get in trouble too. So, that's just what happened here, and I think he got a little greedy. I think he was living a very good life and decided, "I'm not gonna ask too many questions." Just like our Doctor Knox in Edinburgh, buying all those bodies off of, Burke and Hare. He knew he wasn't they weren't just all these people weren't just dying in this lodging house, and they were bringing them to him. He knew, but he didn't get charges pressed because that's a totally different era, but we've learned a lot since then. Jen says, "I just Googled, and the first line talked about him binding books." Yeah. So, I think he's probably also the one, with the chairs too, and Ernie's like, "Yeah, oh my god, Ed Gein wannabe," and we all know how we feel about Ed Gein. Rubicon's wow, and judging now. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'll lead with that next time. Yeah, I missed some of the beginning. I mean, you walk into an oddity store and you see all kinds of skulls. They're more like museums now, and I wouldn't buy anything. Yeah, I expect to like, right, you go to a museum and there's a mummy, right? Um, yeah, you expect to see something on ancient Egypt. You walk in and there's a mummy. Okay, that I accept. Do I wanna take that mummy home? No. If it's gonna haunt a place, let it haunt that museum, not me. So, I have a hard enough time buying antiques because I think something might be attached to it. So, I'm not buying no I'm mm-mm, mm. I draw the line at anything that's been attached to another human body. I don't want I mean, I kept my kids' baby teeth, but that I even feel a little weird about sometimes. So, yeah, selling out of the back of the truck. Yeah, just because. Like Frankie, what's his name? Frankie Canable at the Revere Flea Market. Like, yeah, uh, gonna buy those Fruit of the Loom that fell off maybe they're not Fruit of the Loom. Um, Ernie's like, "Well, I don't know, if somebody offered me a body, I'd have to think about it." But, um, Tiff says, "I'm super good on the human skin items. Thanks, I have enough, thank you. I have so many bird beaks and rat tails. I don't I don't have room for human parts, I just don't. And the mummies were stolen too, weren't they? I think they belong in Egypt. That's a different story. Ernie, I think I'm probably pissing off some people tonight already because I'm like yeah. We'll leave the mummy situation, but yeah, I think we're on the same page with that. I don't uh is it cool to see them? Yes, but I think at this point now we can look in a book and see these things. I don't think we necessarily need to um yeah, no, I think they need to go back too. I do, but but to each their own. And Clip says, "Phew, I'm not the only one." And Willa says, "A tomb walked into." Oh, I should read this before well, I already put it up on screen. A tomb walked into a psychologist's office and sat on a couch. The doctor said, "I think you have mommy and daddy issues." I like that one. All right, that's a good one. I like it. Okay, fruit of the tomb. Oh, yeah, that's merch. Star on that. All right. All right. So that's that story, and I got one more from these love oh, wait, I thought I had one more. Oh, no, this is the one. So this is the Arkansas lady. I'll read you the article first, and then I'll show you the video. Um, I'll do that next time. I promise, guys. This is a work in progress. I tell you guys that, I think I say that every time, right? Let's see, where did I leave off? Now this article nope, I don't wanna read that one yet. So I do have a sad one, but let me want me to sing to you guys while I look for this one? Where is it? I know I pulled the yeah, here it is. Oh, I know what I did. I don't think I put the oh damn it. I think I deleted it off of my uh-oh. I did. Ah. Toombs, what you doing, girl? What you doing? Alright, 'cause I had this article that I have a little snippet up here for Arkansas victims of mortuary oh, no, that's the art oh god, that's the article I do have up in front of me. So, let me play I'm gonna play you the video about this Chapman Scott lady. This is the woman that ran the mortuary in Arkansas. So this is still in the ring with Paulie, the oddities salesman, the Harvard medical or the medical the manager and his wife, Lodge, and the lady in I already forgot her name, but all of them got pretty stiff sentences. She's got one. She's got a pretty stiff sentence out of Arkansas. I think they took this a little bit more serious, but uh Tiff says, "I bought Biscoff cookies on Amazon. Help me." I can't help you. You already bought them. I bought Oreos the other day, and I think I ate them all. I think there might be a couple left. All right. I'm gonna pop up this. Hang on, and here we go.
And in the human body part trafficking case we've been covering, will plead guilty. Katrina McLean of Boston entered a plea agreement with prosecutors to admit her part in a national trafficking scheme that involves selling body parts stolen from Harvard Medical School. Jeremy Pauley of East Pennsboro Township was arrested.
I played the wrong one, guys, but just go with it. This still goes with this is the Peabody lady, so sorry about that.
Arrested in this scheme in 2022, and he pleaded guilty the next year. Other news now.
guess I could just let her finish up. Sorry about that. So that is the other woman that was involved. So let me find the other one here. Guess I didn't label these very well. All right, here's the one I wanted you to watch.
Sentenced to 15 years in federal prison for selling stolen body parts online.
Candace Scott Chapman pled guilty to charges that she sold 20 boxes of stolen body parts from medical school cadavers to a Pennsylvania man for nearly $11,000.
And at the time, Scott worked at the mortuary where the University of Arkansas for Medical Sciences in Little Rock sent the remains of bodies that had been donated to science. As for the Pennsylvania man, Jeremy Pauley pleaded guilty to federal charges in 2023. Well, a little.
All right. So that is the Chapman lady out of Arkansas. So yes, to Ernie. I knew it was one of you guys had a question here. Tiff's I keep trying to cover up my grossness. um yeah, all of these people that I'm gonna show you or that I've been talking about, they're all connected into the same little body snatching ring. So it's Polly, the Lodges, Cedric and Denise Lodge, they're husband and wife. Lodge, Cedric Lodge is the one who worked at Harvard Medical School. He was the manager in charge. He would take body parts from there. Somehow, I don't know, maybe he had a backpack or something he was putting body I don't think I wanna know. Uh, I don't know if he was putting a leg down his I don't wanna know how he was smuggling them out. I'm sure there's ways, I'm sure. But, so he would take the different parts, he would take them home. He lived in New Hampshire, which isn't that's a pretty common commute. A lot of people work in Boston, live in New Hampshire. So he and his wife had a nice little home business going with all these curiosity shop kind of places. So the one lady who had the shop in Peabody, which is, I mean, like right there by Salem, I saw some of the things that on her Instagram, which are now gone. I should have got some screenshots. But she made these cute little dolls. They're so cute. They look like little witch dolls, right? Apparently they're made out of human skin. I don't know, guys. Like I said, I have a thing with antiques too. Like I'd be saging the hell out of anything I bring into my house that somebody else has owned because I just don't know what negativity might get attached to something. Um I guess these people don't believe in the paranormal. So they deserve to get haunted. They deserve the full effect of a real haunting. These are the people the ghost should be waiting for and saving up to. And Clip says she's gonna help. She's gonna help Tiff eat those cookies. Um, and 11K. That's it. That's insulting. And yeah, these people. I don't know. Morbid. Just some like the words I want to use just don't seem enough. Like I'm like, okay, this is gross. This is morbid. This is crazy, right? But, like, unsavory character and, like, the words I wanna use are way bad, like, way bad words, but, I mean, we're working toward getting monetized, so I need to learn now what words like, I gotta watch my language once in a while, just once in a while. If you're gonna steal my bones and bedazzle them, you better sell them for 1,000,000 bones. Yeah, make sure you get a lot of bones for those bones, right? Them bones. And Tiff, oh my god, nope, fuck's sake. And Ernie, yeah, he was taking them home, so I kinda wanna know what their ho I wanna know what their house looked like. So maybe I'm gonna go look into I know, guys. I know this seems crazy, right? Like, I am looking into this stuff and I'm like, here's another person. This one is really sad that I'm gonna so this lady out of Arkansas, we just got that little it's just a little clip. I'm trying to show short ones, so maybe I don't get copyright, but if I do, it's fine because it won't, it shouldn't matter for anything 'cause I'm not monetized, so it shouldn't matter yet, but while I can, I'm gonna play them. 'Cause I am almost halfway to my actually, I'm a little over halfway for my view hours, so we're getting there, guys, we're getting there. But anyway, back to the topic. I'm gonna read this story to you. It's really sad, and it involves a infant. It involves a stillborn. So if anybody wants to earmuff for a minute, it's not gonna take me too long to read it. It's a little hard even so I don't know how to say this. I've been in this situation, so this one kinda really struck home for me, and I got through it, and I'm gonna read it, and I'll get through it. But if I read a little slower or if I have to take a break, I'm going to. I'm gonna take a big swig of water before I do. Um, and my family has experienced this, and I can't imagine this happening. Like, this one angers me probably more than Gerlach and, Polly and the Harvard, the morgue man all of them, all combined. This lady is next level. She's not go I joke about being dead inside, but this woman's different. So, I'm gonna read this story. Like I said, if you want to earmuff for just a couple minutes, I won't be hurt. But once it's done and I'm not laughing because it's funny, guys, right? That's just my nervous energy. So this is dated February 20th, 2025, and it's an article by Andrew DeMilo, and it's Arkansas victims of mortuary theft scheme inspire law for banning sale of human remains. Let me pop this up on the stage here real quick. Oh, nope. Why are they still up there? Get off. Get off. There we go. All right. That good? Can you guys see that? That's the article that I'm going to be reading, and I'll link it in the show notes for you guys too. Oh, I call them show notes, but okay, here we go. A year had passed since I don't know how to pronounce her first name. Donna Shea. I think it's Donna Shea. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, I apologize. Um, or is it I'm gonna say Donna Shea Smith suffered a stillbirth, and the memories of her loss lingered in 2023. The cremated remains of her child were kept in a tiny urn in her house and on a necklace she wore. And a memorial service had marked her family's loss, with mourners releasing blue, white, and yellow balloons into the sky. But the FBI had reached out to the Arkansas woman with shocking news. The urn and necklace didn't contain her child's ashes, and the body had been sold as part of a multi state scheme that bought and sold human remains. My son wasn't even able to get to his final resting place, Smith said during an interview at her home in Sherwood, located outside Little Rock. Now, Smith and her mother are advocating for a new law in Arkansas that would make selling human remains that were supposed to be cremated or buried a felony. The proposal is called Lux's Law, after the name she gave her child. The Senate passed the measure this week, and it's pending before a House panel. Candace Chapman Scott, a former mortuary worker, pleaded guilty in federal court last year to charges that she sold 24 boxes of stolen body parts and fetal remains to a Pennsylvania man for nearly $11,000. The remains included Lux's body. Scott, who was sentenced last month to 15 years in federal prison, was among several charged in what prosecutors have called a nationwide scheme to steal and sell human body parts from an Arkansas mortuary and Harvard Medical School. State Senator Fred Love, a Democrat from Little Rock, said he introduced the measure after speaking with Smith's mother, Linnell Logan, at a community event and learning there weren't any state laws specifically barring the sale of stolen human remains. Love said such a law is needed at the state level, noting how the scheme included people in multiple states exchanging messages and pictures on Facebook about the body parts being sold. Love's proposal calls for a fine up to $10,000 and between 3 and 10 years in prison for anyone convicted. This is another form of trafficking, Love said. We must do something to stop it. Smith and her mother said the news that Lux's body had been sold and that the ashes they received weren't his reopened wounds. To this day, the family doesn't know whether the ashes they received were human remains, Logan said. It was like reliving his passing all over again, and then you're thinking about how he was shipped everywhere and who all handled him. Logan said, "Who would do this to a baby?" Only 8 states broadly prohibit the sale of human remains, according to Tanya Marsh, a law professor at Wake Forest University of Law, who is an expert in laws regarding human remains. The Arkansas proposal isn't as broad as those measures since it only applies to bodies that were intended to be cremated or buried. Arkansas already has laws prohibiting the abuse of a corpse. Minnesota last year enacted a law making it a felony to buy and sell human bones, and the lawmaker behind the measure cited examples of oddity shops and websites selling human skulls. Many people are surprised when they learn that there's a private market for human remains, Marsh said. It's such a shadow area of commerce that most of us don't have the exposure to this, Marsh said. Bleh, you gotta get a drink. Marsh said. Lux's remains have been returned to Smith, and his ashes now are in a tiny urn inside a lantern that sits on the mantle. When tomorrow stops without when tomorrow starts without me, don't think we're far apart. For every time you think of me, I'm right here in your heart. The glass door of the lantern reads. Smith also has a gold necklace that contains some of his ashes, and she keeps it on a teddy bear in her bedroom when she's not wearing it. The FBI returned Lux's body to the family the same day as last year's eclipse, something the family views as symbolic. With the legislation, Smith said her child is living up to the name her family gave him after her stillbirth. Lux Shalom. Lux is Latin for life, and Shalom is Greek for sent. Even after passing away, he is still working and kind of moving things around and shining light on something so dark that people need to be aware of it, Smith said. All right, you guys can, not that you can hear me if you've got your earmuffs on, but you can take your earmuffs off now. Oh. Ernie says, don't buy antique leather. Yeah, I wouldn't. Especially anything that came from Wisconsin, because you just don't know if Ed Gein made it. But so that's the reality, that not every state has a law, but it does sound like things are starting to change. It's kind of sad that things like this have to happen before people realize, like, oh, you know, really, it's not illegal to sell a human skull. So hopefully things start to pass. I don't, I meant to look up Michigan laws. I'm pretty sure Massachusetts, it's not legal in Massachusetts because I remember walking through Salem and they had these little skulls and it said right on there, "Not real, not a human skull." Like, this is not human bones, right? So, I'm not sure how this chick with the oddity shop, maybe she was selling, yeah, I don't know. I kinda wanna know what she was selling. I saw that there was a photo of her posing with this little doll, like, creature thing that she made, and it had stitching on the face. It looked like one of those little what do they call those things, guys? I don't know if any of you uh, golems? I think it's golems. I think that's the word I'm looking they were like little faceless dolls, but they had, like, stitching, like those big old stitches, right? Like, that's what this little thing looked like, but it had a little creepy little frickin' face on it. Like, I don't like regular dolls. This damn thing ain't coming into my house either. So, uh, it looked like I think that was human skin. When they're talking about this Pennsylvania man, this is this is Paulie. So, he paid $11,000 and he thought it was okay that somebody gave up their infant's body. He thought that was okay. And I don't think this was the only infant because it said more than that. So, I wonder what you guys think of him now. Do you maybe see where I was coming from just a little bit when I said he's a unsavory Tiff, are you still working on those words for me? Clip says there are such things as memorial dolls that use the deceased's hair but not skin. That was a big thing back in Victorian times, where they would take some of the deceased person's hair, like a lock of their hair, a braid of it. They would make all sorts of, and honestly, they were really beautiful. I don't want I don't wanna own those. Take them with you when you go. If you need like, if you want a lock of some significant person's hair when they pass away I have a lock of hair from one of my horses, uh, like, from his tail, because I was there with him. A couple of my horses, I wasn't able to be here, and so I didn't get anything to remember them by, but I did get a lock of and I braided it. Um, yeah, and I have it sitting next to I have a photo of him and I have it, like, attached to the photo frame. That'll probably go with me when I die. But that's a horse. But still, if you need a little memorial, like something like that, I mean, is it creepy? I don't know. It's a little gothic romantic. Maybe I'm weird, I know I am weird, but that was a big thing for the Victorians. They would make brooches with, like, the deceased person's hair, and I think I understand. You know, if you love somebody so much and you lose them, and that's the last thing that you have of them, right? I I don't think that's weird. I just think that's the last tangible piece that you have. I'm gonna get a drink. I didn't think this was gonna be, like, an episode I was gonna have to, get choked up over, but damn, yeah, that baby one really kinda but I don't want a doll, though. I draw the line at dolls. But, yeah, I've seen, like, the hair jewelry and things for sale, like, I don't wanna buy buy them, but I think they're I think they're very I don't think the Victorians are weird for that. I don't know, but I'm weird, so Clip says, "What's nuts is how, is why is it not already a law?" Like, everywhere. It should be a federal law. I know states can make their own opinions, or their own opinions, their own laws, but, um Yeah, it should be. I mean, it seems like what's really getting these people in trouble is the crossing state lines. Right? Like kidnapping isn't so bad until you cross the state line and then shit, the FBI is coming for you, right? When the FBI comes, you're in trouble. So yeah, and this was rough. As soon as I he made mention of that a nurse taking uh baby remains, I was like, what the hell is he talking about? Like, I was like, did that happen? Because if that happened, dude, and you're just like, I wasn't the one who took the okay. I wish that was vodka. No, maybe a little bit, but that's what got me to look, and then I found like, we're probably gonna talk about this a few times during this show because, yeah, dead stuff, dead people, uh, about some of these mortuaries and, funeral homes that do shady work. I still wanna talk about the mortician, uh, out of California, Sconce. I wanna talk about him because this is like, it's along the same lines. Look, this was sort of his attitude too, was just like, "Well, you're dead." But it's not for these people to decide what, especially if you're giving people. This poor woman suffered probably one of the worst things a woman could ever go through. And speaking from personal experience, yeah, that's the worst experience of my entire life. And I've lost my mom. So, there's nothing that can break your heart more than that. So, the fact that some callous person, um, took the remains and then some equally callous person, decided that bought these remains. Nobody's turning over their child's remains for sale. So, I think he deserves every year of that sentence that he's getting in federal prison, and, I wish it was more because he's not learned. He'll just be smarter about it next time. He just won't get he'll do better not to get caught next time, I think. But, that's my opinion. And Ernie says, "Yeah, that should absolutely be a felony." Okay, guys, I'm gonna get off my get off my soapbox and talk to you let you guys have a second to field your questions and your responses. Hello, C. Smith. She says, "Hey, y'all, this is a horrific story. Poor family." Um, I was really like, we. It's a little different, right? When we're talking about people donating their body to science, you kind of expect that maybe not all of them are is going to reach the crematorium. Like but you do expect them to still be handled with respect. Like I know that firsthand as well. Like I've been there. I've touched cadavers. We treat them with respect. At least that's how we did it. Do all the schools? Well, apparently there's unsavory characters that work everywhere. Like this Harvard guy. Money is money makes people do crazy things. It makes them hide body parts on themselves and then take them home, and I don't know where they're storing them at their house, but they're selling them out of their house. They were running a nice little business out of their home. So this is why these people are getting hefty federal sentences. And Ernie says, "I'm very surprised by the fact that trafficking body parts is an illegal." I'm having a really hard time with it too, Ernie. You should I'm yeah, when I was reading this stuff, I can't even put into words how angry it makes me. Uh, Furious. Yeah, I wanna go kick rocks. I wanna kick these people really hard. Like, with my steel toe, cowboy boots, that's what I wanna put on. I wanna put those on, and I just want yeah. Um, and when I call them my shit kickers, that's what I feel like I'm kicking when I'd be kicking them. I just don't think they these people, yeah. Um, Ernie says, I guess it's a good thing that body parts on high demand, but uh, I gotta worry. I mean, I gotta worry about people that like want this crap, right? C. Smith, I know Gollum's frightening. See, that's what I was thinking of when I saw her. When I saw that little doll that she made, and I'm pretty sure that was human skin because I don't know what else made it an oddity. I mean, it was a creepy little thing, right? But still, um, yeah, that's what it reminded me of, like one of those little golems. Because supposedly the golems are like little protectors, I think. Um, this one's drying me out, guys. Sorry, Tiff. It was a hard one. But I'm glad you guys listened to it because it does put this in perspective why this guy is like this. Like, I like how he glossed over, like, well, I didn't take that infant, right? Like, he totally glossed that over. And mm, makes me mad. Um, so yes, so did I not? I don't think I got that. I think I saved it, but I didn't clip it. So Polly, there he may be being investigated more. I don't think it's over for him quite yet. They do the same news station reported that he is being looked at in connection with Jonathan Gerlach. Now, Polly had said in that interview right there that yes, he was I think it was that no, maybe it wasn't that interview, but he said he'd been contacted, but he didn't buy anything from him because he was suspicious. So he's suspicious of Gerlach, but not the fresh body parts, but just the old body parts. I don't believe him. I don't believe him. So, um, yeah, maybe he's kinda happy he's going to prison, but, I hope honestly, I hope there is a connection because maybe he'll get a few more years added onto his federal sentence. Because I know he's not the one that was stealing the parts and doing the snatching, but he knew what he knew what he was getting, I think. Um I'm pretty sure he did. C. Smith says cutting a lock of hair from a deceased loved one is a common old world thing. Yeah, I don't think it's weird. I did for a little while, and then you lose somebody you love, right? And you're like, oh, well, maybe it's not so weird. Till you lose someone, I don't think it's you can't. It's hard to put into perspective until you're in that situation, but to have some last little tangible bit, right? I'm not gonna stop. Um, and Tiff says she has Norman Bird's feathers. Oh, it's Norman. I love Norman. Oh, and that he's named after Norman Bates. I love that even more. And C. Smith says, I've done that too, Stones. Yeah. I am, guys, I am a big softie. So, um, especially when it comes to my pets, I tell you what, I still get choked up. It's been, 16 years since my Jack Ru oh, yeah, I'm gonna just stop. Yeah, uh, Clips, hair's not as weird as teeth. They're baby teeth. They're his baby teeth. They're just a couple of them because some of them I think he swallowed in his sleep, but they're just in a little tiny they give them to you at the dentist office too. So I'm not the only weirdo that's got their kids' teeth that they give you a little tooth-shaped box, right? And your kids' teeth are in there. So I'm not the only one. What if I need his DNA to prove like somebody kidnaps him? Well, he's 17 now. I don't think anybody's gonna kidnap him at this point. They'd bring him right back because some days I wish they no, I'm just kidding, I don't. But sometimes I think I'm gonna adopt his girlfriend and then send him to live with the girlfriend's parents. She's more she likes more of the stuff I do. We'd have more fun together. My kid's just he's just grown up. Yeah, he's just a teenager, but I love him. Um, Mark, you give me a word. You got to give me a word though that I can pronounce. Fascinoris. Fast. Yeah. I only have my contacts in today, and they're not very good at like the tiny. Like that's it's too tiny. Here, I'll look over here. Yeah, that's better. Fascinoris. Am I saying it right? It's a neat word. It may be suitable. Is it a bad word? If it's bad, I'm gonna star it. As long as my grandma doesn't know what it is, I'm good. Be Fascinoris all over the place. I'm not saying it right, I don't think. Abominable. Ooh, did I say that one? I think I said that. I have a hard time with that word. I don't know what it is. Awful, disastrous, disagreeable. Oh, okay. There's a lot of words there. Filthy. Ooh. Putrid. Putrid humans. That's it. That's my new one. Vulgar, putrid, despicable, filthy. I'm sorry. I have to laugh now, guys. That was a little heavy. Um do we want to cleanse real quick before I'm going to a couple of little things on our Mr. Gerlach here. Did I give you guys let me look at my slideshow. Yeah, Gerlach is next, but let's do a little cleanse real quick cuz that one was rough. And I'm want to itch my Ugh, I'm looking red up here. Just gonna hide it. Hang on. I'm gonna cleanse us real quick, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't want to get anybody down, but I think it helps put that vulgar. I said a lot of dirty words right as that popped on, so I think I got some of them out of me. Be proud of me, guys. I thought of new words. They weren't nice though. All right, here we go. I'm gonna see what you guys are. Woo! Oh, you guys got a little ahead of me. What? Oh, you shit! You guys got way ahead of me. Um, yeah, that came out weird. Of my mouth. Yeah. Alternative bad words list. General chat. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Tiff. I put stones or I put Tiff in charge. Oh, brutal. Oh, that was brutal. Stones, guys. Ernie says he belongs in jail. I didn't know the full story, but I got the picture and it's gross. See, I kind of like that I could turn your guys' opinion around. I wish I should have started maybe with that instead, but um, I also kind of think it's interesting. You look at them one way, right? Like how are how are other people looking at him, right? Like if they don't know any of this, like they haven't read the stories, right? That we just like the ones I found. If they haven't read those, are they thinking the same thing too? Like, "Oh, that poor guy. I mean, yeah, look at him. They're picking on him because he has tattoos and pointy things in his head. You gonna come over, baby? Come here." She sits there on the bed and stares at me. But ooh, curlish. I like that one. That shows up in some of my old novels. He's curlish. Miscreant of the most. Oh my goodness. Am I saying it right? Yes. Oh, you gotta find me words I can pronounce somewhere, because 'cause I'm pretty sure I'm not saying it right. Um, alright, I'm gonna start that. We're gonna put that Tiff, that's gonna go on a T-shirt. I do like curlish, though. That's one I can say. Gollum can turn into a material being entity. I'll do golems. That sounds like a fun topic. I like anything that can turn into an entity, especially when it's a doll. You have to keep the teeth because the tooth fairy needs them. Tooth fairy's kinda scary, you guys. I don't know, she's sneaking in your window, stealing your kid's teeth at night. Oh, C says, "I found my baby teeth and hospital newborn bracelet in a special box at my mom's." Oh, I'm gonna cry again. We cleansed. Yeah. C's gonna have a cigarette. Someone have one for me, please, because that was rough. That was a rough one. Alright. So, I'm gonna do a little update. Well, I found a little bit more information on Jonathan. God, I really don't wanna show those pictures. I feel like we've already gone down something tonight, and it's a stinky hole. Just, um, isn't it sweet when you find the stuff that your mom kept? Okay. My mom's birthday was yesterday, so this is an emotional time of the year for me. Well, when is it? Ugh. And Clip says, "No way, most people would still judge him based solely on his look." Yeah, they would. I get that. I have a lot of friends that tattoos. I'm gonna get another one, maybe, if I can. We'll see. We'll see what happens when I get down to New Orleans. Uh, I do really want another one. I've been saying that for, like, a long oh, how old's my kid? 17 years I've been saying that I wanted another one. Um, and I do wanna do the Momentum Mori. So, yeah. Maybe I'll put Tiff and Equal on that job too. You guys are Tiff and Equal are just getting all the creative jobs unless somebody else wants to jump up and take the jobs too. I don't wanna just single the if other people want I'll give you all jobs because that's what our sect of the cult is gonna be doing, right? Like, it's all we're all working together here. Uh-oh, here she comes. Come on. Let's see. Colonel is in charge. I thought that said heroin. We're not that kind of cult. Oh, you guys. It feels good to laugh. Oh, nobody can see you there. Come here. If I just per You gonna come over? Better put my lid on my vitamin water, or otherwise she's gonna spill it when she comes over. Come on. Wonder if I wait, which way do I gotta turn my chair? Hang on. I can't turn it. My computer's in the way down there. Um, you guys. These words. Now I know you're picking on me. Now I know you're all picking on me. Tiff says, "I judged him purely on his words because I didn't see him at all." Oh, well, good. See, I saw honestly, I can say it was his words. Like I said, I have friends that tattoos everywhere. I'm fine with it. Some of them are like full sleeves. I think they're beautiful, but uh, he could have a different colored eyeball. I don't care. Yeah, none of that. But the way he talked about it, as if humans were stolen televisions. That's where I started to disconnect and not feel so bad. Like, they're showing pictures of him with his kids in the hospital, like, he's a good man. What if that was your baby? What if you lost that baby and you found somebody who bought it and had it in a curio cabinet? Say hi. Let's see. Did I pop back down? Let's see. More. We went down a stinky, stinky hole together tonight. Might have had. Whew, feels good to laugh. All right, let me give you guys. Now she's gonna leave, right? All right, I'm gonna give you an update on this other. Did I have? I think that's all the news stories I have. But I want to put. Hang on. All right. So I did find some more photos of Mount Moriah. I thought these were pretty. Whew, these aren't so bad. I say that, but I've seen some pretty sad things. I do want to give you an update because as I get my butt out of the crack of the chair here, on the Luzerne County mausoleum that we looked at, the Good Shepherd, there's an update on that. So this is the article. I didn't get a chance. I just found this like earlier today, so I don't have a a clip to show you guys. So just work with me here. It is an actual article, and I will link it in the description for you guys. But it is. Oh, where'd it go? What? Okay. This says Lancaster County body theft suspect being investigated over remains stolen from crumbling Plains Township mausoleum. A Lancaster County man accused of stealing bodies from a Philadelphia area cemetery and keeping human remains in his home also is being investigated in the theft of 2 bodies from a crumbling Luzerne County mausoleum, police said in court documents. Police said Jonathan Gerlach, 34, um, if I've said this word like 20 times. Why can't Ephrata, right? Ephrata, sorry. I don't know why I made it sound Spanish. Stole the remains of at least 30 people from the Mount Moriah Cemetery, which straddles the Philadelphia Delaware County border. Delaware County investigators seeking to search Gerlach's home wrote in an affidavit that Lancaster City Police received a December 20th online tip titled Corpse in Basement, which advised people to, pardon me, look into Jonathan Gerlach for the Luzerne County mausoleum robbery. Jonathan Gerlach, seen in a photo from his Facebook page. Oh, that was an article. Let's see. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, I copied and pasted. Let's see. I think I doubled this up. Okay. So the mausoleum at Good Shepherd Memorial Park was vandalized sometime between November 1st through the 6th, according to Plains Township Police. And there's more. Plains Township Police initially announced in November that they were investigating the removal of 2 bodies from the condemned Good Shepherd Memorial Mausoleum on Westminster Road between November 1st and 6th. The affidavit said police noticed similarities between the southeastern Pennsylvania and Plains Township cases in the means of gaining entry into the mausoleums and underground vaults and removing human remains. One of the bodies removed from Good Shepherd was previously identified as Marie Caplanelli Paiga by her great grandson, Plains Township Commissioner Peter Biscontini. Oh, screwed that one up. A grandson, Vince Capellini, also spoke about the theft to Newsweek. The affidavit identifies the other bodies stolen from Plains Township as Leo Terrence. Gerlach was charged with numerous counts of burglary, breaking and entering, abuse of a corpse, and intentional desecration of a public monument in Lancaster and Delaware counties. As of February, online court records show no charges in connection with the Good Shepherd theft. Let's see. Police found corpse in basement. I think that's it for my. Police interviewed the tipster, who said members of Gerlach's family told them they saw a partially decomposed male body hanging like a display in Gerlach's basement. The tip also states Gerlach disappeared for a few days in November and mentioned he had been in Chicago selling a human skull. Alleged body part sales. Nope, sorry, that's my notes. I put little side notes on stuff. Let's see. In a post related to Gerlach, a Facebook user wrote, "Mail call yet as always, LOL. Got a possible teen now in the collection, and a baboon and a monkey that was part of a human skin bag. Thanks," according to the affidavit. The affidavit also says police found Gerlach's Cash App account, which shows a profile picture of an unknown person holding a skull. Cash App is a digital we know what Cash App is. Okay. Gerlach was arrested January 6, 2026, and faces over. You guys want to know what his counts were again? Holy crap. I really made some notes on this one. Here's some of the things. It says over 100 human skulls, numerous long bones, hands and feet, 2 decomposing human torsos, multiple additional corpses. Items removed from graves, including jewelry, rings, earrings, clothing, and buttons. I'm just going through my notes here. The storage unit, which I found some photos of, and on January 8th, 2026, after a cadaver dog, canine Cody, so they named the dog. I think that's kind of neat. He gets his recognition. The dog alerted to a scent of human remains. Police searched a unit rented by Gerlach. They recovered, let's see, additional corpses, 8 full human corpses, miscellaneous parts, various body parts, and what appear to be human remains in the form of ash. Grave goods, more jewelry, clothing, personal items removed from burial sites. Search warrant executed January 7th at his home on Washington Avenue revealed what district attorney described as a horror movie come to life. Let's see. And then I have the little bit from the police report. I think this was from, says suspect's vehicle. He had a Toyota RAV4. Gerlach was apprehended at Mount Moriah Cemetery January 6th. Evidence found in and on his person at the time included, in plain view, numerous human bones and skulls were visible in the backseat of the car. On his person, a burlap bag containing the mummified remains of 2 small children, 3 human skulls, and various other bones. Tools, a crowbar, and other assorted items used for breaking into mausoleum. That's the last of my notes on him. I don't know if I think some of that was new stuff that I hadn't talked about last time. I can't feel my ear was trapped again inside my, inside my headphones. Let's see. I see the stinky hole that Morg mentioned, so I think that's where I left. Ernie says, yeah, why do people do these things? Because people want them and they're going to make money. It makes absolute. Get a job, get a real job, get a haircut, get a real job. Is equal still in here? Oh God, people. And C says, y'all know there are real satanists, Lucifer practitioners. Yes, there are. And there are people, right? Like, I don't want to put pagans into this group, but I mean, we have certain groups that do, like, they practice with human bones. I don't know if you need a full corpse for that, though. Like, I could see cut your own damn finger off. If you need a finger bone, cut your own finger off. Don't be digging up somebody for it, but I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna get angry. Yeah. Oh, Morg says, "'Twas not a rabbit hole, and instead was an abysmal pit of inhumanity we journeyed down into. And at the bottom was an emptiness that bore an alien face tattoo and wore the skin of a man." I'm starting that. Thank you, Mark. An abysmal. That is an abysmal grammar. I I didn't even catch the grammar. Yeah, very disgusting, right, Ernie? Yeah, and rude. Disgusting, rude, no respect. I if you can't respect the dead, I don't know how you're respecting the living. So, and Morg says, "Yeah, why do we still have ghouls in the modern age? Our times change, but I think there's certain parts of people of some things just aren't ever." Yeah, guys. Uh, let's look at some pictures. Let's look at some photos, okay? He was caught dead-handed. Oh, Tiff, I like that one. I'm starring that. Um, I see a lot of merch coming from this. So this is one of the mausoleums at Mount Moriah, and we already know that Mount Moriah was in a pretty derelict state for many years. And it wasn't just after 2011. I think it was going steadily declining even, like, through the 70s and the 80s, right? Like, it was declining for quite a few years where things weren't being taken care of. It was, apparently the neighborhood was a little notorious. A lot of people didn't wanna go even visit their loved ones there just because it was a little bit of a dangerous area. But this is one of the old mausoleums. I haven't got a chance to look to see if I can find anything on these families that are, like, on there. If you guys are interested in that, that's something I could do too. But these are some photos. These were from Facebook. I don't go onto Facebook often, but when I do, it's for grave photos. So this is one of them at Mount Moriah. He's not a big guy, I don't think. Wasn't he like only 5'8" or 5'9" or something? So he wasn't a very big guy. I think he was only like, I don't think he weighed that much either. I can't remember. They gave his stats. I like 140 pounds, 150 or something like that. He didn't look like he wasn't overweight. So I don't know if he could shimmy himself down there, but so I don't know if this is one of the ones that was raw. That one I got too far ahead. I don't know if this is one. I'm gonna make this bigger. I don't want. My nose is looking all red, so you guys can see it a little bit better. But yeah, I think you could get down there. I think he could have got down there. So this is probably one of the ones he did, and they're still like this out there. Like this photo wasn't from very long ago. I think the person said that they were just out there this week. And this is definitely one that he got into, and the name of the people are right there on the lid. This is his home. I think we've seen photos of this, but, I mean, this looks like a relatively nice neighborhood. I don't know if anybody knows this area uh but, I mean, it's a duplex, right? I can't There's nobody living on the other side of him there. Somebody had to smell something. I don't know which side of the house there that he was on, but, I am so this is the police. This is his garage. Oh, okay, so his apartment or his part of the house is on the is that outside unit. So here's his garage, and this is at his storage unit, and I hadn't seen these photos before, uh, C. Smith. He's prison wife size. Yes, I hope he makes a very good prison wife for some lucky man. These I don't know what's in these trash bags. They're evidence. I see, they're marked, so I probably don't wanna know what's in them, but and boxing medical examiners there, they're boxing up evidence. I feel bad for these poor people that have to these poor investigators, because yeah. Um, alright, show of hands in the chat. I will show these photos if you guys want to see them, or if you want me to send you elsewhere, I can give you a link to do that if you want to. They're disturbing, so I do have the content warning up. I'll go through them super fast. I think there is, uh, I don't know how many. I think I maybe got like 6 stills, maybe 5 or 6. I didn't get very many and they're not that great a quality either, because it is like I took screenshots of, right? They're of the remains that they found, and they're like, you know what they are, and they look like people. They look like they were once people, so they're pretty, uh, yeah. If you guys already s if you've already seen them, I won't show them again. I can just put them. They are in the Discord. I can drop the Discord link. I know how to do that now. I can drop the Discord link so any of you guys that aren't already in the Discord can go see them. I'll put them there with a spoiler on them. I probably won't be able to do that tonight, and, uh, I didn't barf equal, but I don't know. I don't know. I was gonna leave it up to y'all. I just wanna see it. I feel a way about them. So, I could actually here, let me try this. Alright, let me see. Alright. How do you guys feel about skulls and heads? Because I can show the skulls and the heads, because I think we've all seen those sorts of things, and I won't show the corpses, because there are corpses. There's actually I could just describe them to you guys as well, if you want. That might be easier. I don't want anybody to barf. I will put them up in the Discord for you guys to see. I'm not gonna put them on the YouTube, in the community tab. Yeah, okay. I don't I was kinda thinking you guys probably wouldn't want to. I did just in case, because yeah. So, essentially inside that storage unit, he had some curio cabinets. They're I'm looking looking at it. I don't even wanna look at these. Ah, yeah, Stevie Ear Musk. No, I don't think I'll put them up here. I'll put them in the Discord. Let me do this real quick. I'll drop the Discord link. If anybody isn't in there already that wants to, I'll put a spoiler on them. I gotta pull up my notes here, because I do have I think this'll work. It seemed to work the other day, because a bunch of you guys popped into well, I say bunch, but a few of you guys are now in the, Discord. A few more people were there we go. Hang on just a second while my chat loads so that I can drop this in here for you guys. So, Yeah, once you see these things, you cannot unsee them. So there's the Discord link. So if you guys want to go in, I'll put those under I've got it labeled the channel, Jonathan Gerlach, if you wanna see them. Otherwise, there's already some creators they've got the whole videos up. Um, I've even got the video in the Discord already. So, yeah, once you see these, you can't unsee these. I've seen some stuff peeking into old mausoleums and things in the past, but here, I'm gonna there we go. Um I've seen some weird things because I used to peek into those little holes, right, in the mausoleum doors, like, they'll have some of them have why she does this. She comes up here, but then yeah. Tansy, Tansy. And, uh oh, Ernie, if you wanna see them, I'll send them to you on Instagram. I'll send them to you there. Because I know you don't do the Discord. But, yeah, so essentially he has these curio cabinets set up inside this little storage locker thing, or it's actually a storage unit, not a locker. There's human skulls with old tissue on them. You can tell they're old. Stevie's here with his earmuffs. Oh, yeah. Earmuff Stevie. No, you don't not for this part. Well, I mean, unless you don't wanna hear the description either, and I'm not gonna get graphic with it, but yeah. So human skulls and curio cabinets, they're not all human. It looks like there's, like, animal ones such as, like, monkey, I think they said even in the report, baboon, because there's some that are really big too. I don't know if those are human because it's Gigundo heads, like, I don't even know how big monkey heads or apes. I don't think like, there's a really big head in one of the photos, so I don't even know where that comes from. And what else do we have here? More skulls, lots of skulls, lots of skulls. I like skulls too. Look here, oh, on the old T-shirts. I like them too. I don't want a human one. No, I don't. What are you doing, silly girl? But there's a human they call it a torso, which I always thought that was this part, but it's a rib cage, and it has a pacemaker still attached to it. Pacemaker goes, like, I don't know where my heart is, somewhere in here. Um, yeah. So it sits outside, right? And it gives you that it's got that hanging from it, so that's pretty explicit. There's a couple of those rib cages. And then there's I don't know what the hell that is. I think it's a foot. OB might like that. I'll send that to her because if living feet no, I won't. I'm just kidding, guys. There are at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 5 corpses, all in various states of decomposition. Some of them don't have their skulls. Uh, some of them don't. It's just that. Just there's no clothing. A couple of them do have clothing on, but one I can't unsee. Uh, yeah, it's in my dreams. It's in my nightmares, actually. Ooh. All right, God, I need another cleanse after that. It was rough. Um, but just that he had these things in there like that. This is a sick, depraved individual. Hey, look at there, sick and depraved. I didn't curse. I'm very proud of myself. Whew. All right. I'm glad I didn't show you guys. I don't want that. I don't want shock value being in here. But so the Discord link is in the chat. I think all of you guys are in there, but anybody that's any of you lurkers out there that are just watching the chat, you can click that too and go into the Discord. And all right. You guys want to blindfold Stevie now too. You're not just putting earmuffs on him, but we're gonna blindfold poor Stevie. And hi, Stevie. Um, like Brian Hinton said, it's huge. Like, I don't know. It, like 3 times what I think. I mean, I got a big noggin for a girl. Like, I think. I don't think it's proportioned. I don't think my head's proportioned right. Um, but yeah, maybe. Maybe this one's a little bit bigger than Brian's head, but it's I don't know. Maybe it's somebody who's suffered what's it? Oh my god, somebody throw it in chat. I can't remember the name for it. Hydrocephalic? Where's Darlene? If Darlene, if you're still listening, I know what she um um, yeah, I think that's what it is. But it didn't look like a misshapen head, it just looked like a really big human head. So and Ernie says, "Ew, monkey bones are way creepy too." Yeah, I don't like but they're too close to us. And Clip says they probably look bigger in the fluid-filled jar. These are not in jars, Clip. These not in jars. These are on stands, like, fancy dinnerware. So, yeah, it's like that. Let's see. Ernie just spent too much time. Oh, yeah. Discord, but we have a good Discord though, Ernie. We've had no problems. No problems. I don't think we have. Well, except for when I burned my first one down. But uh, if I feel like doing that again, I leave Stevie and Rubicon in charge, and then I take a couple days so that I can um, breathe, get my get my itchy trigger finger off the little red button because yeah, but I think those days are over now. So Stevie's like, yeah, that's what she said. Oh gosh. But yeah, I get Ernie's not wanting to be on the Discord. There's there's been some yeah. Let's see. I saw some weird stuff in museums in Peru. Ooh. Did they let you take pictures? I've seen some yeah. I will not look in so I said I don't want to look. I've seen like some cemetery explorers stick those little cameras, right? Like the ones that you go down the drains or uh colonoscopy type ones, right? The little snake cameras. And I've seen them stick them in through like little holes in these mausoleums and these crypts. And I'm like, nah, no, no, no. I don't want to look. Because I've just looked in, like, some of them have like the wrought iron gates and they have glass fronts. And sometimes they the crypt or mausoleum doesn't have to get vandalized. Sometimes things shift inside mausoleums. Uh, natural process like things happen. Earthquakes, all sorts of things can happen, right? That can dislodge a coffin off of some of these aren't sealed up. Like some of them you look in, I showed you guys the photos before, like where they have the marble slabs in front. So you can't even see like the coffins, right? Well, one that I looked into once just had the coffins stacked up, right? And one had fallen off. And I was like, what? Like after that, I ain't looking in them anymore. That was enough for me. I don't need to see any of that. Oh, was it Poe's birthday yesterday? My mom's birthday is the same day as Poe's. Oh, I like that. She would have liked. Did she know? I don't know if we knew that. I wasn't up for I wasn't up for much yesterday because of it, but yeah. Well, and I got the ravens all over here. You better not play with that light, young lady. And that's it. Hydrocephalus. That's it. That's what I was like. With the little, but usually that just makes the back like it has that distinct shape, uh, right? Like I know puppies. I've seen puppies and kittens with it. And I'm not sure, I don't think I've ever seen a human baby with it, and this didn't look quite like that. This just looked like a really big human head. Maybe it's like from one of those giant maybe it's an alien head. Ooh, I'll look at that photo again. But it was unreal how huge it was. Maybe I could just clip that part so we can look at it. And Clip says, what dinnerware? Yeah, it was on a nice little stand. So Clips, if you go so in the Discord, under the Jonathan unsavory character Gerlach. You click on that. I do have that one video that's in there. And when they first pan around, I think they're going like to the right, I think. Yeah. And it's sitting up top. Like there's a curio cabinet and I think there's like a shelf on it. And it's sitting up on the shelf and it's like on a no, actually not a dinner plate, like a cake stand. That's what it's sitting on. That's what it reminds me, like, it's, like, sitting there, right? Like that. It's very disturbing how big it is. Uh, I don't think it's, like, an optical illusion because it's up there and then they pan down and all the other skulls, like, there's a monkey skull, there's a I think it's like a baboon skull because they did say that they had a baboon skull out of there. Baboons, I don't think, have that big of heads, but you guys go watch it, pay attention, it's up it's up on a shelf, it's on a cake stand. Look at it and let me know what y'all think. It looks like it's still got some fleshy bits on it, so beware if you do watch it. Just yeah, content warning. Well, it's not mine, but so but still, I'll give you a warning. Like, there will be signs. And Stevie, what am I in charge of? Yes. Stevie has my nuclear launch codes for the Discord. So, but we have no failsafe. My poor little lips are just this weather is horrible. I have no no Stevie goes stark raving mad. There's no saving us. So, I don't know what we're going to do then, but yeah. So that's why we got to keep earmuffs and apparently now we have to blindfold Stevie. If he sees this stuff, I don't know. He might go push that button, guys. Be nice to Stevie. Yeah, not the code, Stevie, just the buttons. Uh, I like that you guys. Yeah, but Rubicon is the other. Well, actually, I've got two. So you guys both have a key, but both you need both keys to open the lock on the button. So actually, no, it's not. It's not quite that. Bye, C. Smith. Love you, girl. Gorilla Skull. I kind of wondered, but it's not. It doesn't have that elongation, right? Like they have that elongated kind of what is it like snout? That's what I want to call it, but I don't think it is. It's different. It may very well be damn alien. So yeah. All right. I have God. Maybe I should save this one for Valentine's Day. uh, I found an interesting story. Um, as I cover death and dead stuff. So, I don't know how many lighthearted stories I'm gonna have. Probably the lightheartedness is gonna come when we go look at pretty cemetery art. Uh, this 'cause I'm trying to think, there's probably not gonna be a whole lot of happy. I did work on the witch, though. Remember the witch that I showed you guys the other night on Sunday night? The supposed witch in, Mexico? I'm working on it. I'm trying to make her dance, and I'm trying to think of a caption for it, but it kinda looked to me like when she was going like this with her arm, like she was trying to dance. So I was trying to put something together with that, but once again, I got sidetracked with other stuff. ADHD, it really sucks. But I wanted to get off the grave robbing at least and just talk about a very interesting grave, a very interesting story, because I want you guys to know that love kills. Love kills. Uh, does. I don't know why I'm finding that so funny, but it's hilarious to me right now. I'm gonna put this all the way up here so you guys can see. Uh, this young man, this is George Spencer Millet, and he was the son of, whoops, Cornelius J. and Carrie L. Millet. He was born February 15th, 18 shoot, what was that? 1894. I can't see my own photo. Hang on. I've got notes though, so that's what I'll pop up here. Right, yeah. So you'll probably notice that he was born on February 15th and he died on February 15th. And I'm calling this a palate cleanser story just because it doesn't involve any grave robbing. His grave is safe, guys. Nobody's dug him up. Thank God. Um, but this is George Spencer Millet. He's let's see, hang on. Where's my notes again? So his gravestone is in Woodlawn Cemetery, and this is located in the Bronx. And it's a monument to a bizarre death with a story so unusual that it needed to be carved in stone for posterity. And it's located in the lakeside section of the cemetery. It's discreet looking block made of granite and it's almost invisible. So lost, like if you're going out there to look for it, you're probably going to need someone to help you find it. And like all the other tombstones there, it has his name, the dates he died, has his parents' name on it. So it's pretty typical. But then you get to the epitaph and it says, "Lost life by stab in falling on ink eraser, evading 6 young women trying to give him birthday kisses in office Metropolitan Life Building." And it's a weird one. So, you may ask, what's a 15-year-old working in an office building? But, so George Spencer, he was working as an office boy, and the Metropolitan Life Building, this was a very well-known insurance company in Manhattan, and George was a very shy teenager, but all of the ladies that he worked with loved him. He was a cutie pie, as you can tell. They call some of the articles I was looking up on him, they called him the Edwardian Macaulay Culkin, which I think he's way cuter than Macaulay Culkin. But he had radiant blonde hair. He kinda looked like a little Cupid. He was a little naive, but he was a very gentle young man and apparently very adorable. So, he was born on February 15th, just a day after Valentine's Day. And in 1909, he celebrated his 15th birthday. And a pack of the stenographers, these are stenographers, I'm pretty sure, are the ones that take all the little notes, right, in the office buildings back then. And they were, like I said, the ladies loved him. All these older, not old, and when I say older, I mean some of these girls are like 18. So it's not like a bunch of pervy old cougars are coming for him, right? So get that thought out of your head, guys. But they all thought he was so cute, right? And they kinda teased him a little bit, and they brought him little treats and little things for his birthday, but they also were kinda giving him some little threats that they were gonna each one of them were gonna give him a kiss. He was gonna get 1 kiss for each of his years, his 15 years. So later that day, they struck, and they charged him with this is from the news article. They struck charging lips first at the golden-haired kid who, overwhelmed and panicked, dodged the Furies and fell on the floor. And unfortunately, when he fell, he started to cry, and this wasn't because of the ladies trying to kiss him. He screamed, "I'm stabbed," and then he collapsed, and he was unconscious, and he was in a pool of his own blood. And these ladies are all just standing there like, What the hell just happened?" And they called an ambulance, but unfortunately, George died on his way to the hospital. Now, the story that got published the next day in the New York press stated that the police were opening a case and they were looking into the circumstances of George's death. So these frolicking girls, as they were called, were being investigated. And one of them was even arrested for homicide. But she was discharged shortly after due to lack of evidence. A Dr. LeBain, the coroner physician, conducted an autopsy on young George. He gave the final answer and he said, "This little Cupid had died from his own arrow." I loved how they put stuff in the early 1900s. The fatal wound was due to an ink eraser, which was a little knife-shaped, tool or instrument. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen, like, when they used to do, uh, bloodletting, like, they did this to George Washington when he got sick, right? Like, they thought, if you were sick, it was because your blood was you had bad blood. So they would cut your skin and you would bleed and it would get the bad blood out. That's essentially what this little knife was shaped like. So it's sort of like a little sickle shape, kind of like that. And unfortunately, George had one of these in his pocket. And when he fell, it stabbed him right in the heart. And he died from hemorrhaging. So I'm pretty sure all these young ladies felt really horrible for what happened. I mean, look at him. He's a sweet little altar boy. I mean, absolutely adorable. Sure his parents were devastated. I'm sure these cougars, these office cougars were um Yeah, I'm sure they felt pretty bad, but I like the fact that his parents put on his I'm assuming his parents, somebody put on his headstone, right? Like, the situation, what happened to him, but, yeah. That's the story of George Millet and how bunch of I almost said I almost called them horny cougars, office cougars. Well, I guess I just did. So, yeah, that's this poor George, chased to death just to give him some little birthday kisses. Poor kid. But someday I hope I can get to the Bronx because I wanna go to a game at Yankee Stadium anyway, but I do wanna go there. I wanna visit George's grave because I think it'd be kinda neat. His story is, um I should look up and see what happened to because they did name one of the ladies, and I don't know how they picked because apparently there was quite a group of them that were chasing him, right? So, I don't know how they decided which 15 women were going to give him a kiss, but yeah, it's a very sad story, but at least nobody has stolen him from his grave, and I'm with you, Ernie. People just don't name their kids Cornelius anymore. I think it's a freaking cool name. I love it. You could nick he could be Corny, could be his nickname. Um, yeah, Corny's the only one I can get out of that, or just Corn. I think it's pretty cool. Corn Millet. Oh, wait a second. Isn't that like bird feed food? Isn't that millet? I don't I know. This story kinda took a dive after the body snatching, but yeah, they loved him to death. I'm sure these ladies felt horrible. I mean, it wasn't, their direct fault, but I'm sure they probably felt pretty darn horrible, right? Like, after the fact for it. But that's George's story, but I thought we should get back to a little bit at least showing some headstones and stuff, but that's all I got, guys. Uh, not 4 hours, and Tiff, you wouldn't be one of those stenographers, right? Chasing poor little Georgie around the office, that poor kid. Uh, you should've just let him kiss him. I mean, boys nowadays, jeez, right? Like, they would've just stood there, waited for it, I think, so, but yeah, rest in peace to Georgie. What a sweet kid. Uh, guys, this is why I don't know if your grandma ever told you guys this, but mine did. Don't run with scissors. I think our school teachers told us that too. I don't even know if they let kids have scissors anymore. They probably don't. But uh yeah, but and rest in peace to Corny and his wife. I've already forgot her name because Cornelius is fabulous. Uh wasn't was it Cornelius and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? You guys know which one I'm talking about? You know, the one with the little Play-Doh guys? I can't think of it. Claymation. Wasn't it Cornelius? Wasn't he the where did I go? Where did I just go, guys? He was the little miner guy. He was, like, tasting this alright. I've deviated very far off the path here. Oh, which is actually better because the path I was on was really not that great. So, yeah. What do you guys want for Thursday? I was gonna start talking about some New Orleans stuff because 'cause I'm going there. So, I could start talking about those things, and then we'll just kinda update with this, unsavory character girl lot as, let me look again, make sure nobody's put anything in about what happened during I don't even really wanna talk anymore about him tonight, but, I don't see any I don't see anything new on here, but I'll look more into it maybe tonight, but good night, Ernie. Rest in peace just for the evening. Ernie. I know you don't feel well, but I hope you feel better and get some sleep. But um, yeah, I think I'll bring some New Orleans stuff. We'll talk about maybe the Lori. She's an equally disgusting person, but she's long dead, and she's probably in a very warm place right now, hopefully still, uh, for what she did. So, maybe that's what we'll talk about Thursday, just to get us off the grave robbers for a little bit, and because this was a rough one. Even, like, it takes a lot to kinda shock me with some of these things, but this one is really kinda rocked. You wanna see my rat? No, look it. I don't know if you guys can just this is just the top part because I didn't put anything up here because I didn't want it to get all over my black t-shirt, but yeah, it's itchy up here. It's funny because it's just in the shape of that top, um, my sports top thingy that I was wearing, the ones with the little bra top things in it, that's what I had on underneath it, so that's hopefully it's not syphilis because that would be a bummer because 'cause I'm allergic to penicillin, so I don't know what they would do to me. Um, I mean, they freaked out with my finger, right? Like, even look at that. Look, I still have a big old ugly bump on there. It's getting better though. I mean, I can bend it now and I can almost hold things with it again. Um, no, no more antibiotics. I hate antibiotics. They make me sick. Maybe I should though for whatever this is that I if it doesn't get better like in another day, I'm gonna I think I can do that telehealth thing with my doctor. I'll take a picture of it and send it to her. Uh, I'm hoping though that the hydrocortisone cream that I got helps it. And it's also got says it's got calamine in it as well. So yeah. So I don't know. I would think if it was something it must be something that touched here, because otherwise, if it was something I ate or something, it would be everywhere, I would assume, not just on my chest, so, um, because I am sunsen just just by nature, I'm sun sensitive. I go outside and I catch on fire. So, yeah. Oh god, yeah. So, I'm falling apart, guys, but, I gotta get this cleared up, though, because if I'm gonna be down in New Orleans where it's nice and warm, stop itching it. I'm gonna go tape I'm gonna go tape oven mitts on my hands so I don't scratch this anymore. So, I'm gonna say good night for tonight. I'm gonna bring some I like to smell if I don't no perfume, eh, no new lotions, no new creams of any I don't think I any new creams. Just the same stuff that I've always used. And, like, I haven't been going anywhere, so it's not like I've been putting anything, like, super smelly sexy or anything like that on because I don't go anywhere. Nobody smells me. Um, yeah, and most of my animals, like, with my horses and stuff, I don't wear a lot of scented stuff around them because they don't like that. They don't like it when I smell different because 'cause they'll look at me, like and back off. They like me to stink like I normally do, so, um, yeah, no new laundry soap. Yeah, same stuff. The whatever, what are the little pods? Gain. I think those are the ones that I use, but yeah, so I don't know. I think it's the hay. Like I said, it's when I came in, I was sneezing. I had just ran out to the barn and pulled the hose out of the horse trough and brought it because I've been bringing the hose in. I have one of those stretchy, what are they? Like the fabric. They've kind of got that fabric on them, right? Like after you're done with them, they like scrunch back up. So in the winter, we have those to run out to the animals because regular ones, like those damn garden hose, they just when they get cold, they just break. And I got tired of buying new hoses every spring, so we just picked those up and put them away. for the winter, and I bought those little stretchy ones because they really work great, and they're so lightweight. Like, I could go out, I put it on the tap in the barn and fill up the horse trough, and it doesn't I can just carry it right out there. So, yeah, and we do the same to the for the outside birds too. So I've got 2 of those, and I just bring them in when I come in, and I just lay them over by the stove when I come in. I know I have hoses in my house, whatever. It's winter, guys. You do crap so that you don't, because if you have to carry buckets out to the barn, I don't care if I got hoses on my floor. Nobody's coming over here anyway when it's that cold, so I don't care what. They're great, and when it's cold outside, though, they shrink up, and then I can't get. Hmm. They shrink up, and I can't get anything out of them, so I have to bring them in, and I stick them over by the stove, so 'cause, yeah, like I said, I'm not carrying, you know how much water a horse will drink? Like, and they're freaking fabulous. I love them. Uh, Next winter, I am gonna get one that's a little bit longer, though, for the horse barn, but, actually, I should. No, I gotta have the longer one over on the other side of the house for the ducks, but, why don't I just use why don't I just use that one for oh god, you guys, sometimes yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking some days, but alright, I'm gonna go, and, Pansy's sleeping in my sweatshirt, like, where she likes to be. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm going to make myself a hot chocolate with some Irish cream, hopefully get some sleep. I'm hoping school gets called tomorrow so that I don't have to go drive out and that crap again, but we'll see what happens. So get ready for some New Orleans stuff. Um, I gotta talk to OB because I want her to live stream, one of the nights when we're down in the French Quarter because 'cause I know where those cameras are now, and I'm gonna find them. So, either that or I'm gonna have somebody run my channel for me. So if any guys you wanna volunteer, if you know how to do StreamYard, I'll let you come on, and I will give you access so you can stream for me because I got it we got it we have to. I mean, we've been watching those live cams for how long now with OB? Like, over a year and a half? Getting close to, I mean, we're coming up almost on 2 years here, right? It just seems longer, but yeah. So, alright, guys, I'm gonna sage you one more time, just so that if any lunatic women chase you down, don't run from them. Because if you fall on your knife, what's worse, death or kisses? Get kissed. Alright, guys, good night. I'll see you Thursday. Bye.